Record. It's always something, bro. That's how we start this fucking shit. This is What If We Talk, or como ustedes lo conocen, ¿Qué tal si hablamos? El fucking podcast. This is an English version. There's gonna be a lot of things coming. I know last week there was no episode, but I had two episodes the week before. Keep watching that episode with Rishi and fucking Razo about Trump. Because I called you already. If you're a Puerto Rican that hates Trump, you're a fucking hypocrite. Go and watch that shit so you can get pissed at me. Hit me up. Now today I got one of my buddies, co-worker, somebody that I will give shit to itself all the time. We're fucking having fun. Got Lorenzo right here. We're gonna have some fun tonight. What's up, Lorenzo? How's it
What's up,
going?
guys, man? We here. We up in the building. You know, I'm with my boy tonight. We fixing to get into some shit. We about to talk some shit. I don't know where tonight's gonna go, but I know my boy's got a plan for us.
Oh, we're gonna go crazy. We'll start this shit because I got solo leveling in the background here so we can watch something while we do this shit. Let's talk about that episode yesterday, bro.
Okay, the fucking okay. So how they left us off last time? They left us off at a big cliffhanger, man.
Yeah.
Big cliffhanger. Fucking the S rank team's getting destroyed. We already know all of the niggas about to go down. And what's fixing to happen at the end?
Fucking exchange.
Man.
That was
Hey, they left us off at that, bro. I get mad. I even got mad at this newer episode because they did the same thing. They
They
always
did.
do it. They leave us off at the big cliffhanger and we're just left hanging for the next week.
But it's they doing a fucking great job to keep people in
Oh,
there.
dude.
And I hate that I read comments of people like, "Oh, it's not like the manga because they didn't did this or they cut this part." Like, bro, there's so much money invested on that show already. You can fucking do it exactly as the manga. That's why if you want to read more, get into it, go to the fucking
Go to
manga
the
or to the
exactly.
manga and read it.
That's why the manga's there. It's for the like if you want to go into depth on the storyline, backgrounds, more into depth than what the anime is going to go into. You got to go to the manga because if they revert a show from a manga into an anime, it's never going to be exactly the same. Because I
No.
mean, if like you're gonna tell the whole story, it's gonna take even more episodes, even more time in production, and more money. So
And more fillers. You're gonna have way more fillers, way more you're gonna have 10, 15 minutes per episode, maybe that it's not that they're not worth it, but not they're not entertaining enough
yeah,
to watch
exactly.
it,
They're gonna
Some
lose
shit is.
audience doing that.
So like I haven't finished One Piece. I like One Piece. But I haven't finished it because it has so many
Filler
fillers.
episodes. That's been my thing recently. Like I'm stuck in the high 900 right now after they go to the land of Wano.
Yeah, I'm like on 400 and I
Yeah.
get pissed off quick. Two good episodes and then a filler and I'm fucking
Yeah.
fighting
Well,
with the
no, and
air.
then sometimes they drag it into like two or three fillers. It's like a bunch of talking, figuring out shit. It gets really slow, and then all of a sudden you got the big fight coming up.
Yeah, which don't get me wrong, One Piece is great. I'm not shitting on One Piece, but One Piece comes from an era that it was good to watch long term anime because you didn't have this much content going out at the same time.
Or this many new animes
Yeah,
coming out at the same time. Like there's a bunch of highly awaited animes that, and that's not even counting where new seasons are dropping for animes.
yep,
Like this season, bro, I was surprised season two came out as quick
that's
as it
quick.
did.
Yeah,
Not only that, but then like in the middle of it, they hit us with a movie in theaters.
yep.
And don't, bro. I went and watched the movie
I
so
need
I
to go
could
and
get
watch it.
the early because it was like the last episode of the fucking
The last
season,
season and the
and
beginning
then
of
the
this one,
beginning of this season. So it was I think it's two episodes into this season.
it's like it's the same thing that Demon Slayer has been doing.
Yeah,
That they mix both episodes and they drop a movie, which is nice for just first of all, it's good to make money, and if you like I like Soul Eleven, and if they drop a movie of the whole Juju Island raid, I'm gonna go and watch it on
oh
the movie
yeah,
theater. Like
yeah,
I'm gonna put money because I enjoy it. It's fun. Same with Demon Slayer. Jujutsu Kaisen too does the
yeah.
same shit.
Jujutsu Kaisen does do the same
Jujutsu
thing.
Kaisen is so good too.
Man, I remember my first time watching Jujutsu Kaisen. I thought it was the craziest shit. Hey, all the fight scenes and shit. That's a really well put together anime. And then they
Yeah.
go into like the characters' feelings about shit a lot, and the shit that they go through. It's just really well put together anime, in my
Yeah, it
opinion.
is. And like there's so much shit now that it's hard to make another anime One Piece style. That they can put fillers over fillers and
Oh
then good
yeah,
fights. Because there's so much content that people are gonna be like, man, fuck this. I'm gonna go to watch this anime of
exactly.
1 2 season that is gonna be fucking good,
Fucking
all
amazing,
back and
yeah.
forward.
And I think that's something that people forget is like when you have an anime this good as Solo Leveling, like on the charts, dude. I think when that episode dropped the other day, dude, I think I'm pretty sure it almost crashed the fucking, or it did crash the
Yep.
servers.
It did. It
And
crashed the
it's
fucking
and it's
impression
only
rate.
done that for a few calling animes too.
Yep.
Like in the highly awaited episode. And we're not even on the last episode yet
I think it's next week is the last episode,
of
which
the
is
season.
great. Yeah, the last episode of this season, and then it's about to get crazier. I
Hey,
haven't read the manga, but I have seen like we were talking earlier. I saw a
yeah,
few clips, and what is about to come next is about to just go over the top.
can't wait, man.
I just want them to make like if they building this character this way, bro. Give me all the way to the last season. Make him fucking immortal.
Stupid.
Like when we talk about like, oh, who's the greatest? Goku, One Punch Man. No, Song, motherfucking Aura, Jinwoo. He's the great. Like I don't care, bro. They just have to win them like that because if they made him and if they kill him at one point,
Mhm.
it has to be the greatest death of all anime.
Well, yeah. Like something I think about a lot is like his upbringing too. Like you gotta think this dude started off as like the weakest motherfucker.
Yeah, and the
Like
most humble, quiet guy.
yeah, like he wasn't shit. Everyone treated him like he wasn't shit. Like he wasn't strong, so he couldn't even protect himself. He had
Yep.
a what? He was a backpack.
Yep.
Like that's all they used him for.
But they fucked up. I'm gonna fix the camera. Give me one fucking.
No, you're
Keep
good.
talking. Keep talking.
But anyways, like yeah, man, they left us off at another big cliffhanger after this last season or after those last
I
episodes.
hate when they do that a little bit, but it's like they're giving me what I want though.
Oh yeah, no, they really are, dude. When they leave it off like that, it only makes me want to see the next episode even more. Cause like that's how it's been with like the last what 5 6 no this whole season actually. Ever since this season dropped, dude, it was even better than the first season, and I didn't think it could get better.
I think it was this episode that we were just watching, the sixth. I think it's the sixth episode. Let me see. Which is insane. Yeah, we're on seven, so it's insane. Episode 6 is the first time he killed humans. He killed 6 humans on that
Yep.
episode. That's a. I don't know if they did it that way on purpose, but if they did it that way, like 6 and 6, and like play with numbers and shit.
Yeah.
It'll be funny as hell.
Not only that, they set you up for future too. They let you know that like more people are gonna end up probably coming after the dude.
And I wanna see what happened with that kid that it was at the beginning of season 2 that he's like famous and he wants to become a hunter.
Oh, the little
Yeah, that he
the one
fucking
with the orange
overshadowed.
hair.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
he overshadowed the whole thing.
yeah, I remember. Cause he had to stop hanging out with the dude because he had his own things he was trying to do, like
Yeah,
with saving his mom and everything that's been happening so far.
I hate that the episode that he saved his mom was like one of the most disliked episodes.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't. I
it
don't.
was what I love that. It was a
Damn,
beautiful
that's kind of
episode.
crazy.
Yeah, but
'Cause
it's
that.
what we're talking. It's the people having so much content they just want to keep seeing fights and fights and fights,
Yeah,
and it gets to a point that that episode was so perfect because it puts you a little bit. It humbled everybody that watched that episode and liked it. It humbled you a little bit. I'm like, okay, this is why he's doing it, not just fighting people and doing this bullshit.
yeah.
And now it's about to get crazier. We got one of the most insane fights. Not fights. That was a fucking beat
Dude,
up.
that was a beatdown, dude.
When he's there with no fucking. By the way, spoilers alert. Okay, if you haven't watched that episode, just fucking
Yeah, you need a
stop
lot.
this, go watch it, then
Yeah.
come back. When that motherfucker is no legs, no arm, you're just yelling like, why?
Oh, and then he starts trying to fucking run from him, and he's fucking just using his manipulation, fucking grabs him from the
Bro.
fucking air, slams him down, like walking up on him slowly, fixing to just murder the dude. And then I think that was the only time in that fight where that ant or whatever they call him felt fear.
Yeah.
Because he felt like he was the strongest in the world. Like he even said it at one point in the fight, like, how is this human so strong? He's not even a human. He's
Mhm.
basically a monster.
Yep. And the thing people don't realize is when he was fighting the demons, he was talking. If people read the, because I watch it in Japanese. My brother got me watching
Yeah, I
anime
watch
in
it
Japanese.
all in Japanese.
So reading the subtitles, you can see that he says like those monsters like feel fear when they're getting beat up. That's what he's talking on when he's beating all the demons and he fights that demon girl that becomes his friend.
Well, yeah, but you also see a little bit of humanity in some of these demons too. Now that
Yep.
he's fighting them, and the stronger they get, like even with her and how he like decided not to attack her whole family and all that, they strike the deal.
Yep.
Like, I mean, it just goes to show that even I don't think even some of those demons that he's fighting even want to be a part of that shit. You know what I mean?
Because I know they explained that those gates started appearing and people start getting like the the fucking powers and they start getting powers or shit like
Mm-hmm.
that. It happened like 10 years or something like that before this, a few years before. I would love, and this is I tell my brother this all the time when we watch like a good anime or a good show. It's like I
Yeah.
want spin-offs out of this. I want you
Oh
to
yeah.
even if it's movies, give me a movie about how this happened. Give me a movie of the whole past. Like
Or it's like some back lore
yeah,
into
like
some shit.
that's what Jujutsu Kaisen did with that movie that gave you that Goyo and I don't remember the other guys.
Oh, that one where he was cursed. He
Yeah,
had that woman demon like in following him or
I
whatever.
think so, okay, because it's the guy that is the enemy that was his friend back then. It's like the whole backstory, which I think that movie is insane and
Yeah, I've sat and watched it a couple times myself,
it's so
just
good.
because of the like how well put together.
Yeah,
And I wouldn't expect a lot of these anime movies that have been coming out. Have actually been more well put together than actual movies that are produced right now.
I like anime since I like Dragon Ball Z, but I did not understood what anime was. For me, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh was just cartoons.
Yeah,
Till I grow up and like learn more of like, oh, this is a whole different thing.
genre.
Anime.
Yeah,
And my brother, he's a fucking junkie of anime. Like
yeah.
that motherfucker has seen shit that don't find it
Oh
anywhere.
yeah, that's how I am. Like a lot of my time or free time, like if I'm watching a show, it's gonna be anime.
Yeah,
Like I'm not watching any reality TV show
fuck
or
that
no
shit.
Netflix specials. People
Yeah,
like, bro, I literally have Crunchyroll. That's all I go to watch. If I watch anything else, it's gonna be on YouTube about some shit in a game that I'm trying to
yeah.
learn.
He said this one time, probably like 4 years ago. He said like I like anime because it they don't have a limit,
Hell no, it's
and you
all imagination, bro.
so you can go wherever you want
Wherever you
at the end of
want,
the
bro.
day.
They got animes about literally the stupidest shit, but they make it so funny and so good that
You know,
you want more.
I seen some shit that he has watched, and I'm like, what are you watching? He explains to me like what the fuck is happening.
Hmm.
The way you explain it, it's like this is fucking stupid. But then you watch a couple episodes, and it's
And you're
like
fucking
this is
into it. Yeah,
this is
this is actually
entertaining.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like movies with this whole woke movement, movies got so shitty from like
Oh
20,
my.
2016
Dude, to
and
now,
till now. Like
fucking
nowadays, there's a
terrible.
barely amount of movies that you're like, okay, that's a good
That
movie.
has to be good.
Yeah, you
And
know,
usually the only movies that are like that are like continuations to movies that have been around forever.
and the only people that are making decent movies nowadays is like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime.
The
Like
biggest
they fucked up a little
entertainment.
bit with the woke movement, but then this last couple years they went like a part of it.
Hmm.
Especially Netflix. Netflix was the first big company that said, "Fuck this shit. You wanna do a stand up comedy? I don't give a fuck if you say
Oh
whatever
yeah.
word you say. If you wanna do this, come here, do it. I don't. We don't care.
Yeah.
We want entertainment." It's the same with that. Do you like wrestling at all? By the way, I have a Stone
Okay,
Cold shirt,
so
so I do love
I
wrestling.
used to be into wrestling a lot back whenever I was younger. Like like still in school, still in
Yeah,
sports. But after I got out of school and just started working and shit, I lost all the touch. Like with football,
all
like
the
I'm still a
sports.
good. Like I still carry around a basketball everywhere I go,
Yeah,
but I don't really like. I won't. You won't see me sitting down watching the NFL games.
yeah.
No shit like
I
that.
only watch like NFL. I only watch the Super Bowl every now and then. Like if I'm gonna have the day off,
Yeah.
and let's watch the Super Bowl. Let's get a few drinks. I never watch football. In Puerto Rico, football is not famous. It kind of grew
Yeah.
a little bit more in the past probably 15 years.
Hmm.
But when I was a youngling, like there was
It
no
wasn't. It
football at
didn't.
all.
Yeah.
But wrestling, I was like that when I was young, bro. I love wrestling.
Yeah.
Then in my 20s, I kind of lost touch to it, and
Hmm.
then I was living in here already, and there was a WrestleMania about to come up, and I think by the time the Rumble happened, I was like, oh, I want to watch like to see how it's going, and I want to go a little bit deep on this because I want to bring a point of view that I just thought about it the other day, and I was thinking about it today too. But like So I started getting into it. That's when the whole thing with Vince McMahon happened, and like they kick him out, and Triple
Yeah.
H took over. And I saw how wrestling was like. It's always been decent, but it was like dog shit at one point
Mm-hmm.
for most people, unless you were like a huge fan.
Yeah.
And then it became this. It's now becoming this great thing and like more entertaining and like better to watch. Like I've been watching Raw since it's on Netflix. I've been watching Raw every fucking day, every
Really?
fucking Monday. And people are like, "Oh, but wrestling is fake." I have, and if you are here for the first time, go search my 2 interviews with Gino Rivera. He's an independent wrestler that has been in WWE multiple times and an AEW, TNA. He's been everywhere. And it's like wrestling can be fake, like people say, but it's entertainment. It's a story.
I don't think people realize that wrestling is all purely for the entertainment for the people who are watching. It's not merely just a match between two people. They're doing it to entertain
Yep.
whoever wants to watch it.
And give you a story behind
And not
it.
only that, but these people are actually training to do the moves. They're training to make their body look the way it is. Like there's a
Yep.
lot of dedication that goes into it, just like in everything else. What anyone wants to
If you want to put
achieve
that,
at.
if you want to match wrestling with something else, you have to be. That's like dancing, you know. Like,
Yeah.
you and I can be the greatest dancer ever, but we have to practice every fucking
And it
day.
could go in the same thing for actors too.
Yep.
Like it's the same shit. Like you watch a really good movie with fight scenes and shit. Yeah, you know in the back of your head while you're watching the movie, you know it's not real, but the
Yep.
scene is so good that it makes it feel real.
We can put John Wick, bro. John Wick is one of the greatest movies to watch if you want to get hype and like I don't know, fucking go to the gym, watch John Wick. There's so many killing John like that, like yeah.
Yeah, you just get so hyped. It gets that blood in you going. You get that little surge of adrenaline. What he's feeling in the movie.
Yeah, like but so I got back into wrestling like 4 years ago, and I went and watched the first pay per view after like probably like almost 20 years that they did in Puerto Rico like
Oh,
3
really?
years ago, and I was loving wrestling at the moment. I was finding my way back into
Yeah,
wrestling.
finally,
After
yeah.
that day, bro, I was like, this is gonna be one of my hobbies.
Yeah.
Even and when Raw was not on Netflix, I was not paying cable to watch it, but I was like, I always look for the news, like what
The
happened.
videos,
And
yeah.
even I go to like AEW that I don't watch that much, but I want to know what's happening. If there's a good match, I'll watch it or watch the clips of the match. Because I talked with Gino. It was like I just don't watch wrestling for all the fucking fly movement or not. No, I want to see the story.
Yeah, the
I
story
want to see the
behind it, yeah.
underdog. What happened to the underdog and how he's gonna become the champion. You know. I want to see the kid that everybody thought he was gonna be garbage being like fucking one of the best.
Or
wrestlers
even
of all
like what
time.
they're saying before even the match comes out. You know what I
Promos.
mean? Like all the promos of people talking shit about one side or the
Yeah.
other. You know, and then seeing how that match actually plays out. You know, that's part of the entertainment.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think a lot of people nowadays they just everyone's so what is it?
Everyone, I
What's
think
that
everyone
word?
just wants. They got everything. We're living on an easy life for one point. So
Mhm.
everybody's like, "Oh, I have all this, so I just want more. Like,
Yeah,
and you want
people
everything
get
to
that.
be way better, and your expectations are.
Oh
fucking
yeah,
low.
that's where I was going. Yeah, a lot of people's expectations now are so high with everything that they get disappointed real easily when something's not to their expectation level.
Yeah,
Which to me is fucking stupid. Like you're
it
not the
is.
one doing any of it. You're not. I mean, you're you just a viewer at that point. Like you're talking shit on both sides about the whole thing.
Yeah,
Like, and you're not like if you were to put in the time, the work, and the effort that these motherfuckers are doing for half the shit, like you have an appreciation towards what they're doing. You know what
yeah.
I mean?
But people don't. People don't give a fuck.
No,
And it's
no.
insane because it's like, bro, like you say, if you don't put the work, you can't talk shit. Just let it happen.
You really can't. Like I can understand you being from like a spectacle viewpoint of talking shit. I mean that's okay. But like if you've never done anything that even revolves around to it or close to it, you're just a normal person. Like you don't even work out.
Yeah.
Like you just fucking you just sit around all day like talking shit on your phone. Like that shit to me does not make any sense.
That pissed me off. And going with that, people that sat back there and just talk shit. This is something that I pray in my podcast. That's why the name is What If We Talk? Or ¿Qué
Mhm.
tal si hablamos en español? It's like I realized when I started this podcast was like people don't have conversations anymore.
No, a lot of people's conversations are over the phone, quick messages back and forth to each other, and they get this feeling or whatever. Then they're like either buddies, they hate each other, or you know, you got people falling in love that way. Like, how
Yep.
are you? how do you understand the true mindset of another individual without like really sitting there picking at their brain,
Yeah,
going into conversations like we are tonight.
I love conversation, bro. I can talk my ass off every day, and I like that because if and I like and I tried to bring a few people that were anti-Trump because I am pro-Trump, and they nobody wanted to sit down here.
Really?
Nobody
Okay,
wanted
so
to do
that's
it.
actually an interesting take on things because I think back whenever I was in Indiana and Trump was first elected,
Yeah,
I was fucking dude, I hated him.
same.
Hate
I was
hated
anti-Trump.
him and the way I got treated in that town. I'll even tell you the name of the town, Linton, Indiana, bro. They stopped hanging black people there at like what around 1842 or something like that. That
Damn,
was one of the last towns in Indiana that stopped hanging black people, dude.
that's insane.
Like, and it's like a really small town, population of maybe like 5,000, 4,000
Wow.
people.
Yeah,
Dude, I used to after school I would go walk to the park. I'd have a speaker, book bag, basketball. I'd be in some little baller outfit. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Just be walking, bro. You got motherfuckers driving by with the fucking American Revolution flags, like flicking me off, calling me fucking names and shit. I'm like, dude, what in the world is going on?
But the thing is, I was an anti-Trump for after he got elected for 1 year. I can tell you the day that my mind started to change.
Really?
It was Hurricane Maria happened in Puerto Rico.
Mhm.
Trump was there fucking throwing paper towels to people. And then he said something that is true. He said he didn't want to send help to Puerto Rico because the government is corrupt. I'm like, holy shit, that's not a fucking lie. Because I lived there 24 years. That government is dog shit.
Yeah.
And it's the president saying it. It's the first president that I have heard saying that.
Say it publicly in
Yeah, I was
front
like,
of.
my respect to you on
Yeah.
that. So that's when I was like, okay, I want to know a little bit more. And then I started going into like the way what he wanted to do with the states and
Mm-hmm.
the way the economy went, and everybody bring this fucking excuse. Oh, Obama had a good fucking economy. Yeah.
He
And
had
Trump,
at the time, yeah,
yeah.
with
And
everything
then
that was going on, yeah.
Trump kept it better. But people sanctify Obama because he knew how to speak. On under Obama, there was so fucking many wars and shit that happened that people don't
Oh,
want to talk about
dude.
it.
Yeah, people don't like talking about all the bullshit that was happening while he was the
But
president,
then
dude.
under Trump, there was no new wars. He
Well, he ain't
cleaned a
playing
lot of the
around
issues.
neither.
Yeah, and Trump said something that I told this to one of my friends not long ago. I was like, that should be the thing that at least earn you earn. Oh, sorry, he earned your respect a little bit after he said on one interview because they were trying to get him to say which side what he wanted to win on the fucking Ukraine Russia war.
Bro, he's
And
like, I'm pretty sure he said I'm not on the side.
I just want people to stop dying.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, that's one like that's who you want as a president, not the one that wants the war to keep going or is going side and side. It's the one that wants to end this shit so people stop dying.
Yeah, because I think all we were doing throughout when all that was going on was we were just helping aid our allied nation. I'm pretty sure that's all we
Yeah,
were doing. We were just sending supplies and shit to make sure that they were good. And we obviously were our whole government and everything like that was keeping a close eye on what was going on over there. So we knew everything that was going on. But like, what's the point of us stepping in between a fight between like two other people?
the issue, because no, no, like, I talk about this on a few episodes on Spanish. It's like the issue with this war was it was kind of our fault. It was Biden's fault because
Mm-hmm.
there was a treaty in between Ukraine, Russia, and the United States to not make Ukraine part of NATO. But when Biden went into office, he pushed to have Ukraine as NATO.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, I mean, I'm not a pro Russia guy, but it makes sense. It's like me being a gang member and having the other side of the gang having a fucking house in front of my house. I know
Yeah.
they're gonna be looking at me when I walk out to shoot at me, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, exactly. Nah,
That's what it was gonna happen.
and see, what's sad nowadays is like politics is so for some people, I'd say it's really hard for a lot of people to understand too. Is like at the end of the day, like we don't want wars and fucking we don't want people dying over anything
Yeah.
stupid nowadays. I think we're at a time in life where I think everyone should be able to live peacefully. I mean, think about how advanced all of us are, and we're just fighting over just the simplest things,
And lame shit.
lame shit.
Lame shit.
I mean,
fucking
compared to back in the day when motherfucking wars were being fought for actual reasons.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Nowadays, wars are fought because simple as we don't like you.
And that's it.
We don't like what you do.
We don't like your religion. We're gonna go to war. We don't like the way you treat other people. We're gonna go to war. Like let them fucking solve themselves. It's like, oh my god, I talk so much shit. I piss people off. It's like I hate this whole shit in here now that people are like doing parades so they don't get fucking deported. And it's like, bro, instead of doing that, why not go and do your fucking paperwork? Go and get a nice
Go
job.
do the
Go
the
do
right
the
thing.
right thing.
Yeah. Instead of like just throwing yourself into the mix and hoping to God that something comes out of it. Because like nowadays, whenever shit's done like that or movements are done like that, it doesn't really ever solve anything. You just make a big spectacle out of the whole situation to try to hopefully it pushes it into this direction.
Yeah.
When in reality, it's not going nowhere. The government or whoever's at the top making the decision on what's gonna happen,
They're
you're
gonna be
not.
the ones.
You know,
It's like BLM. It's like what happened with BLM.
yeah, and well, no, that's exactly, and that's what I was trying to reference to is like that whole movement. Like I understood it. You know, we're both people of color. We're not. You know, we've probably both been through some shit where
Yeah,
you
we get
know
through the shit because of our color. It
color of our
happens. You
color
know what's
or
funny? It has happened more in Puerto Rico than here for me.
really.
And people be like, Puerto Ricans are
Yeah,
not racist. Yeah, Puerto Rican are.
for me down here, dude, I've never really like I've had my instances where people have said some nasty shit, but like at the end of the day, you got to think about where you're at too. Like we're in
In the middle of nowhere.
we're in America. Like I've been to plenty of different states, got treated crazy in some states and fucking beautifully in some. Like
Yeah.
some states, bro, people are so nice. Like and it's
That's what I
crazy.
love about Fargo, though. Like,
It's
North Dakota.
oh yeah, up here, dude. Like this is only my first year up here, guys. Anybody, bro. I've had run-ins with the law how many times just from being up here? Like three on three separate occasions, dude. All the officers respectful, like, and we're talking about two of the instances where I've had the DUIs where
Yeah.
I've been at fault, and just because I'm at fault, I don't act a goddamn fool.
Yeah.
Just because I take it like a man. We try to, well, at least the first time we try to talk about it and figure out, go from there. Second time I was completely blacked out, lined up in front of a bank, no gas in my car, fucking.
You fucked it up.
Yeah, I fucked up, guys. But I mean, at the end of the day, they took me in. I went into the detox chamber by myself. I did what I had to do, bailed out, and ever since then, paid all my fines for court, doing everything they've asked me to do. Bro, all the officers I ever talked to or meet, bro, they love me, bro. Cause I'm just just because I got in trouble by y'all, don't mean y'all are all at fault. Y'all are just trying to.
I've been pulled over twice, and both of the time has been my fault in the last 3 months.
Really?
3 months, yeah. And both of the time has been my fault. Like, bro, and I'm so nice to the officer when they pull me over. I'm just chilling. I got my ID already on my hand. I told them I'm gonna pull my shit, bam, 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 and like it's none of the times I've got a ticket. And if I had a ticket, I would say the same thing when they fucking are done. It's my fault, and it's dumb shit. Like I fucking like run over a stop sign,
Yeah.
and I was like kind of speeding the second time.
Uh-huh.
Bro, and both times I go to when the office is about to go, I'm like, thank you for your service. Because if you pull me over because I did something wrong, I know you're doing your job.
Yeah, I know you're doing that to everybody, not just me.
And I know you're at least looking like for people that are at fault, not like,
Mm-hmm.
bro. I'm gonna say this: I dislike a lot of Puerto Rican officers.
Really?
I dislike a lot of them because they in Puerto Rico, like in here. If this was Puerto Rico, me getting pulled over twice, I would gotten a ticket both of the times. No matter.
Regardless.
Like, there's no warning in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
It's rarely when an officer pulls you over and doesn't give you a ticket. It happened to me once, and I'll tell you that story. It was so fucked up. I was gonna get a DUI, and I don't know how I solved myself out of that one though. But
really, that's kind of crazy.
I'll tell you, bro. It was insane.
That's kind of.
I'll tell you the fucking story. So, we were at a bar. Yes, I was drunk, driving drunk. Fuck, it's Puerto Rico. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I'm telling you.
He's like, it's a fucking third world country. I've never personally been to Puerto Rico. I grew up in America, guys. So
Puerto Rico, it's. I'll tell you that later. So that was Puerto Rico later on. But so we were at a bar in my hometown. That was my bar to go all the time to start drinking.
yeah.
We had a few drinks there, and we were gonna go to this next town. It's like a 20-minute drive, maybe 25. And bro, we're like chilling. My body's on his car. He spits. He's just go what next to me. I know there's an officer up there, right? So I don't want to speed because I know we're drinking. We have alcohol in the car. We have some weed. We're gonna get fucked up if we get pulled over. But my body just go whack next to the officer. He doesn't fucking turn him up. So I'm like, okay. I had a Hyundai Accent 2016. I put that shit on the fucking semi and fucking
Oh,
holas. I was on the fucking left lane. It's a three lane road, and there's an exit that I needed to go.
mm-hmm.
Fucking remember late, so I went all those lanes and went in the exit.
Holy shit, dude.
Still not pull over. Bang. There's another. Then when you get to the exit, you hit a left, and it's like 6 lights.
Mm-hmm.
So we stop at the first light, stop at the second light. At the second light, we go forward. My friend speeds up and fucking runs over the third light. So I run that third light behind him, and I just saw those lights going behind me like.
Shit,
I was like, fuck. My
Fucking-
friend is in the back, like, don't ask him why he pulled you over. You know why he pulled you over. Don't say something stupid. Don't say something stupid. I put my window down. I was like, why did you pull me over?
Oh no. Oh,
Right
no.
away, bro. He's like, you run a stop. Like, yeah, it's after 12, and I don't like it here. It's kind of a sketchy. I don't want to stop here. And I'm like, not giving an attitude, but I'm talking shit.
Yeah.
And my friend's back down,
Like all puckered up and shit.
my friend just want to fucking punch me in the fucking face. The thing is, he goes back, check my paperwork, give me my paperwork. It's like, just slow down. Give me my shit. Put my window up. My friend's like, you are the luckiest motherfucker ever. I have like 3 beers in my food. You have weed in your car. Tinted windows. We were speeding. How the fuck you didn't got a ticket?
That's
I
just
don't know.
so crazy to me.
Mm.
Because my first DUI when I came here in Fargo was my first month down here, dude. You know, so you saw where you pulled into my apartment complex,
Yeah.
right? Well, just right before you hit Walmart on the other side, you got that gas station, dude. Literally one night, got off work, I was fucking tired, ran out of fucking nicotine. So I was like, fuck,
Yeah.
I need to do a nicotine run. I'm drinking, like the buzz is even better while I'm drinking.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I was used to it at this point because I had already been drinking and driving like already half a year. You know what I mean? So I was used to being impaired behind the wheel.
Yeah.
So I knew I could still make it not even a mile away and come back fine. Yeah, make it up the store, grab me a new vape, blah blah blah, whatever. Come back. Dude, I'm coming back and I'm hitting that a roundabout where right you turn at the before that a roundabout.
The next one.
That a roundabout, dude, fucking get flashed up by 3 cop cars. All at the same time. I'm like, what the fuck? Dude, so okay, I pull in, hit that stop sign, take a left, and I come into the apartment complex and I park because I wasn't that fucked up yet. And obviously the 3 dudes pulled. They all get all their cop cars. It's like 6 cops there, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what did I even do? And they're hitting me with like, oh, we've been getting reports of someone matching your description, driving around all fast, like doing crazy stuff, like, oh, when we seem to believe it's you. I'm like, I was like, I just left to go get vape from the store. I even showed them the bag and everything. Like I just came back from that way. I just left. I had work all day, bro. I was like, and I guess I was slurring my speech and shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
obviously they're like, have you had anything to drink tonight? And I'm not the type of person to lie to try to get out of shit. I was like, yeah, I've been drinking. I was like, I got off like 2 hours ago. Been drinking for about an hour. And, you know, they asked me how much I had. I'm like, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I just drink it straight out the bottle. I'm like, I don't take shots or anything. I'm just fucking straight manhandle it. And they're fucking they're like, would you be able to do some field sobriety test for me? And I was like, okay, whatever. So we get those out of the way. I didn't think I failed one, but I think I failed like 1 or 2 of them. And then they breathalyzed me or whatever. Dude, I was already sitting at like over a 2 something.
Damn, I think it's 0.8. The max,
Yeah,
the max in here.
the
yeah.
max here. And I didn't even realize. I guess I had already got through like half that bottle of vodka
Yeah.
since being at the house. And fucking he's like, oh well, we're gonna have to take you in for a DUI, blah blah blah. And this was my first time ever getting in trouble with the law, so I'm thinking like the worst of the worst. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna do 6 months here. I'm gonna be shipped off to a big ass prison over here. I gotta fight Tyrone in the fucking bedroom because he's gonna try to take my cheeks. Like my life is over, dude. You know what I mean? Because I've heard all this crazy shit about jail and shit. Man, it wasn't even shit. Like they took me in. I sat in a holding cell for like 12 hours, being able to make phone calls and shit. Then once they process you, they send you. You're still at the same building here in Cass.
Yeah,
So
the one
you're
up here is like
yeah,
a
you're
couple
just in
blocks from here.
that. You're just in that building until they get your paperwork until you see a judge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, luckily, I got to see a judge within like my first week there,
Oh.
and it was like virtual or whatever. But fucking go and see the judge in front of a court, in front of you're still at the fucking jail, but you're doing it virtually with the courthouse.
Okay.
And he's reading off, what I'm being charged. They're trying to charge me with reckless driving, DUI, like fucking some endangerment bullshit. I'm like, what the fuck? This isn't what I was getting told. I'm like, god damn. So I was talking to the judge and he's like, do you work? And I was like, yes sir, I work. I was like, I don't know about now because I've done this like almost a week. And then he asked me what I did for work and I was like, well, I'm out here pipelining over past Jamestown going like 66 miles that way. And he's like, well, what's your position there? I'm like, I'm a boss. And he's like, okay, so wait, what do you do there? And I'm like, well, I run a crew and I do what I get told by my uppers. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like a little boss. I'm not like a big dog calling the shot. And then he asked me, how much you're making, Bob. We get into all that specifics, and I guess that saved me because like I'd never been in trouble, never had a previous
Yeah, it was
criminal
your
history.
first offense.
First offense, and he's like, hard worker, probably just a dumb decision, pretty much.
A mistake.
Yeah, and I mean that's what I viewed it as after I got out and everything. So he hit me with like $1,000 fine. He was letting me get out that day, but it was under the stipulation that I pay that $1,000 fine off the bat as soon as I got out. And then obviously, you get a DUI, you got shit you got to do that comes with the DUI, which all ain't shit in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
As long as you stay sober and shit, because like I could say I was an alcoholic because I drank literally every night, but since I have a good mindset about shit,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let alcohol get in the way of my freedom. Simple as that.
Yeah.
I mean, I had shit going for me. Fuck that. And luckily, I still was able to keep the job for a little while until the next
situation happened.
The next situation happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like as long as you do good and you're not looking for trouble per se and just doing dumb shit, I
Yeah.
think anyone generally, if you get in trouble nowadays, you'll be fine as long as it's not something serious.
Yeah.
Like class B or class A felony. You're do, or if you ain't got a criminal history,
You'll be fine.
yeah.
It just I feel like we have growing up in a society nowadays that junglings just wanna fuck around and don't do shit. Don't do shit serious. They don't take shit serious. And then they make mistakes and not learn from them.
No, that's a lot of. Well, no, they want that reputation. I don't know. I don't get why people want. Okay, so I used to be back like that. Whenever I was growing up in Florida, like all you had was your reputation, what people knew you by, and the crazy shit you did down there. That's why I was constantly getting into fights, in trouble, in a mix. Is what I like to call it. You're in the mix. You're just doing all a bunch of dumb shit, not thinking about it, hoping that your status is just going up.
You keep building friendships.
Yeah, just friendships
like
with that status because
Yep.
people think you're cool now because
Yep.
of all the shit you do. But bro, like after I got out of Florida and got away from there, bro, or even before I left, bro, I started to realize that, bro, ain't no one gonna save you. I had friends that have died down there over stupid shit, just selling weed or fucking going past the wrong block because they was talking shit about that block the other day on social media. Like it's
Yep.
literally the stupidest shit. Like even this little boy, bro, I knew growing up. It was his my younger brother's his it was my friend's younger brother, and bro, like literally the nicest kid, everything. But I don't know what happened when I left, dude. Not even a couple months after I left, bro, the kid got charged. The YCAA or whatever, or those little programs where the kids can go in and play basketball or do whatever they want, like for kids after school and shit, bro. He fucking brought a gun in there and fucking shot somebody. Hey, 10 years old, charged with first degree murder. I was like, what the bro?
But it's all about getting status, about being above people around the group of friends that you have.
Hell
Because
yeah.
is when I moved out to Fargo, I didn't have nobody. I moved
Hmm.
out of here because I want to get out of Puerto Rico, and I was telling the girl that I was dating at the time, I was like, I just need to get out of this circle of friends, this circle of people. I need something completely new, a fresh start.
Yeah.
When I got this opportunity, bro, it took me 20 minutes to say, yeah, let's go. They
Yeah.
told me you want to go to Utah, you want to go to North Dakota or someplace else. I was like, I don't know fucking nobody in North Dakota. Just send me there. I don't fucking know what's gonna happen there. I remember I searched Fargo in a fucking Google, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Completely different than what you were used to,
Oh,
I'm
bro.
sure.
The thing is, okay, I get because I see Fargo, and now that I've been here for almost 9 years, it's like Fargo is like a small city with a big city feeling.
Yeah.
Because
You're
it
not wrong
has
about
that big
that.
city feeling, but
Has
it's a
it?
small town that you can go around town. It's like a 20-minute drive, and like the longest you're gonna drive to
Yeah.
go anywhere in here.
Anywhere
Like
in
you live
Fargo.
all the way down south. It's not even 20 minutes to go
Yeah, I was
down
about
there.
to say, yeah.
So
Anytime I've traveled around here, it only takes 10, 20 minutes to get everywhere.
yeah,
If traffic bad, maybe 30 minutes max, but
and
traffic's
I have lived in
easy.
this same area this whole 9 years. I used to live a block up from here the first few months. Then I moved to an apartment like 3 blocks east from here,
Uh-huh.
and then I moved here. I've been living here in this apartment for like since 2020, I think. I'm pretty sure that the end of 2020,
So
that's
this has
when I
been
moved
home
here.
for a little while now,
Yeah.
huh?
And I like where I live because I'm in the middle of everything. So
Yeah, so you're
everywhere
not
that I
anywhere
goes,
you want to go is like right there.
yep. And
Like
like,
other than me, I feel like I live right by the outskirts of fucking town.
yeah, you live on the edge.
I live right on the edge, so like if I want to go to anything, I usually have to head this way,
Hmm.
or towards West Fargo,
Or
or
if you want to go downtown, you have to go east.
yeah.
Yeah, all
So
that shit.
me, I gotta fucking usually drive a little 10, 15 minutes to get somewhere I want to go, but it don't.
I've been in big
It's not
cities.
bad.
This is nice because
Yeah,
like when you're in
like I
big
said,
cities,
yeah.
like traffic in here now is getting worse because more people is moving. But like bad traffic here, like me got in bad traffic here is not even
It's not even
nothing.
bad.
Like
Yeah.
I've been truck driving in Chicago at 3 p.m. You
Dude,
wanna kill
fuck
yourself.
that, dude.
Ooh, I
I
hate
remember
that.
me and my dad, we weren't truck drivers, but we were fucking hot shotters for like a year and a half.
Oh yeah.
Traveling, dude, going back and forth from California to Florida doing routes.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Or then we do like ones up into like Dallas.
I went to Texas
Fuck.
once, and I wanted to go to Texas again. I went to Texas once, and holy
No, I've been to
fucking
fucking
shit.
Texas more times than I can put on my fucking both my hands, dude. I sometimes I love Texas, but then some parts of Texas I literally hate because of the roads or the highways, dude. The way they just whoever
Fucking
what fucking engineer was high and went to work and said, "Yeah, we're gonna do this today," and just fucking like, and I say the same thing about down here about the way y'all's highways and like where U turns and shit
oh
are.
yeah, yeah.
I'm like, dude, what? Me and my brother talk shit about it all the time. We're like, what fucking engineer was just fucking off an edible that day and said, yeah, we're gonna stick that route, that exit right there, but then we're gonna make it to where you got to do a U turn to get on that exit coming back this way.
Yeah.
I'm
The
like,
the one in Moorhead that you go into the wrong lane, you get off more and the first exit of Moorhead going that way, you get into the wrong lane and drive on the wrong lane and they go back to your lane. So when I first drove here, I was like, what the fuck is this?
dude, and no, some roads down here, dude, it's literally only one way of traffic. So you'll have both lanes. You'll think other cars are supposed to come this way. Fuck no, they're all going that way. Both on both sides, and it's just meant for both lanes of cars. And to me, it's like, who the fuck thought of this? And you're driving like that through neighborhoods too, like over there
Yep.
by the courthouse.
Yep, that's a one
Shittiest
lane.
fucking roads I hate down there because bro, and then you got like a fucking main road coming through the neighborhood and you just got this little janky ass fucking bullshit stoplight above you that's fucking directing everybody. It's the shittiest thing. Like even whenever I was driving to like some of my court dates and shit out to the courthouse, dude, I was driving my car still at the time.
Yeah.
Dude, you know how many times I almost fucking hit and killed somebody?
It's a
I'm
true.
only going like 30. I don't really ever speed in my car unless I'm on the highway. But dude, it is literally the most terrible thing because like you'll have like a mail truck over on this side like stop, so all the cars are trying to get over past them,
Yep.
but then someone will just walk in front of us. I'm like, if you don't pray to God and watch what you're doing, dude, like
You are gonna die today.
I had that happen with a what was it? A FedEx truck, dude, the big black ones, dude.
Yeah.
I was coming back from the courthouse and I was on another one of those 1-lane roads. Or it wasn't 1 lane, but they're 2 lane and they're all just going one way.
Yeah.
Dude, I go around them, dude, and I fucking obviously I like kind of sped up a little bit because I was slowing down as I was trying to get around him. So like I didn't want to like keep going slow with all these cars coming up
Yeah,
behind
you just
me.
wanted to pass and
Yeah,
go
I
back
just
to your
wanted to
lane,
pass
yeah.
and be fine. Well, as soon as I fucking sped up, dude, he starts trying to walk my way from the opposite side of the car where we can't see him. Dude, when I'm telling you he was like this far away from my car, dude, like from almost getting smacked like a bug, dude. If I would have hit the dude, I would have just drove off and been like, "You're a dummy. Like, what are you doing?"
That's on you. Hey,
Like,
dude, I like in here because in Puerto Rico, I used to take the school bus and like nobody gives a fuck about school bus. In here, I like that. Like if the school bus stops, everybody
oh
stops.
no, you have to,
I
bro.
love.
That's been like something that I've noticed since I was little.
You know
Like,
what's funny? There's a lot of like moving to the states. Before I move here, I live in the military, but I live in Missouri, in
mhm.
Fort Leonard Wood, and I live in South Carolina, in Fort Jackson. And I've been to the states like Chicago, Florida with family because we have family in different states. And sometimes I tell Puerto Ricans all the time, and they hate this. It's like, if you guys want to be a state, you have to Americanize yourself, and
no, you really do.
it starts with following the traffic laws. In Puerto Rico, bro, stop sign is a maybe.
Yeah,
People don't believe on
like,
stop
because as
sign,
long as there's no one there, probably back where you're
bro.
from, if no one's there or it's a dead fucking dead night, dude, you're fucking blasting that bitch. But down here, dude, you have to be careful
Yep.
because these cops down here, they don't play about running a stop sign, a stop light, especially with drinking and driving or being
Woo,
impaired under the wheel.
they'll fuck you
Bro,
up
they
on
take
that.
shit so seriously down over here because people, like the amount of kids that have died, the amount of people that have died just off
Yeah.
of stupid shit like that is crazy. And whenever you get a DUI down here, there's so many classes and like you have to attend a victim impact panel.
Yeah.
I had to do that my first DUI. Since I did it my first one, for the second one I don't have to do it. Thank God.
Yeah.
But like it's the saddest shit, bro. You're talking like you have to listen to these people's stories about family
Oh,
members
that
or themselves who like
accidents. That,
accidents, and
damn.
it's the saddest shit ever, dude. It makes you really think about like what you're
I just
doing.
don't. I mean, I get it. I get it I get why people do it. I just don't get it why they, if they get fucked over, like they keep doing it. It makes no
Like
sense.
me, okay, well, you could say that about me because like with my first DUI, the first month, I had to go through about half a year of bullshit and paying and sticking money out to the state because I fucking messed up. But then what fucked me again? Okay, I completed my first DUI clean, got off the bracelet, I didn't have to blow no more.
Yeah.
I completed all my fines, my classes, everything was good. I forgot my stupid ass was on the what was it? They still had my ass on unsupervised probation for like 4 or 5 more months. Didn't
Ooh, yeah.
realize. Okay, well I started back drinking after my first DUI was done.
Yeah.
Started off small because I wanted to try to trust myself a little bit, give myself leniency because I'm like, I'm young. I
Yeah.
made a dumb decision. I'm like, it won't happen again. I went through half a year of bullshit. I got this now, guys. I'm fucking smarter than that. Guess what happened,
Fucked up again.
dude? Fucking bro. I didn't even have control of myself this time. My dumbass, dude. I sat there and drank two full ass 1,250 milliliter bottles of New Amsterdam watermelon flavored. Fucking dude, woke up that morning, had nothing else to do, didn't have a job or anything yet, was still at the house, still at the apartment, just contemplating on what I wanted to do with my life. Fucking that morning at like 6, went and bought my first bottle. First bottle lasted me like 4 or 5 hours, and I'm just sipping out of a fucking
Just,
coffee mug.
just
Well, I'm
chilling.
fucking feeling great after that first bottle. Feeling amazing, guys. I can't tell you. Fucking first bottle down. I'm ready to fucking dude. It's not even 11, 12 in the fucking mornings yet.
Damn.
Cause I had woke up so early, went, dude, and I was a regular at a point in that fucking that big ass
The
that beer store. What's that shit
yeah,
called?
it's the one that looks like a barn.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
yeah, dude.
That's like next
Nothing
to
but out. It's like a fucking grown man's fucking paradise. You walk into that store, you're immediately getting hit with like shot bottles, fucking Oh, the right side of the store is all fucking vodka. Then it goes into whiskey, fucking wine.
And wine
Then
in the
you got all
middle.
your coolers in the back for all the you don't want to party too hard. Let's get you some fruity shit that's maybe like 6-7%. You know, you'll be chilling after one of those.
Yep.
Bro, fuck, dude. All I know is I went in for that second bottle. It's like 5. I'm already halfway through that second bottle. Had just got off the phone with my pops from talking to him about, what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
He's liking what he's hearing. He's like, "Well, don't drink too much. I know you, blah. You're just like me." Blah blah blah. Get off the phone with him, dude. Not even I'd say 10, 20 minutes later, dude, blacked out. Done. Next time I woke up, I was in a fucking another holding cell. Fucking coming off all the alcohol.
You are like CJ and San Andreas. Shit. Here we go again.
Fucking, and dude, and then I woke up. It was like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. Fucking waking up, not knowing what happened. So my first instance was, fuck, how did I end up in jail? Then the next instance was, I knew I was drunk, so I'm like, fuck, this better not be another DUI. Well, then I got scared, and I was like, well, what if I fucking killed somebody or got in a wreck?
Yeah, because you don't know what.
Yeah, because I'm like, I blacked out. I'm like, fuck, and then I'm like thinking about, did I total my car?
Yeah.
Did I fucking thank fucking Jesus, dude. It was like a low, a low DUI. Like it was just the same shit.
Just driving.
Well, yeah.
Driving, drinking.
Well, then they wanted to hit me with like 4 things because I guess I got into a wreck that night. Yeah, I don't even know if you noticed when you picked me up on the other side of my car. There's a fucking big in front of the back side of my tire. There's a big scrape. Like I got T-boned, dude, and someone just scraped and I drove off. Damn. Well, I'm assuming the reason the cops got called is because I guess after that incident, I pulled into a bank where, thank God I did, because I was already out of gas. I guess I pulled in, wasn't even able to drive no more because my motherfucking gas, I didn't have nothing in the tank. Fucking, and then I passed out there, and I guess the dude followed me there, fucking called the cops on me. I'm assuming that's what happened because that's the only thing that I could think of. That makes sense. And then, yeah, I got hit with another
fucking DUI.
Another DUI.
This is the thing, though. I respect this from you. Like, you made the mistakes, and you accept that you made the mistakes, and you want to do better.
Oh yeah, man.
I know I fucked up, and I know like I made the mistake twice, which we're fucking humans. We make mistakes.
Yeah.
But you want to give yourself a chance of being better.
Oh yeah.
I feel like most people don't.
No.
I was kind of an alcoholic. I barely drink and drive. I don't like drinking and driving at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like the kind of person, like I told you, those fucking whiskey bottles, I'll fucking pour one
down,
chilling. Like we'll sit, my brother and I will sit here to watch movies.
See, but I think that's the better thing about you is that you had you had your hobbies and shit before. Like me, I was freshly new to the area.
Yeah.
I was trying to get into the mix, trying to find some people to hang out with and shit. That's what hurt me is was being at the house, like literally 24/7 for those 6 months, and then I was battling another court case before I got that fucking DUI.
Yeah.
Man, I was so ready to drink, and then once I did start drinking, dude, it spiraled so quickly. I started off with like the small Mike and Ike's to like some more like a little bit harder shit. We're just talking my tall boys in.
Yep.
Man, I got tired of the tall boys quick, and I was like, man, a bottle will last me a minute. I know. Fucking, we're talking about 40% every little sip I take. Fuck it. Then, man, as soon as I get like through, I'd have like 6 to 8 shots, dude. That's when that dangerous point on me hits out, and I'm like, I could keep drinking.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is either. It's I think it's that native blood in me, dude. It has to be because my dad, he has like 9 DUIs on his record. That's not counting drug charges or, bro, he served almost a life sentence in prison for all the, he was caught with a bunch of meth, pills, fucking a bunch of weed, fucking over $70,000 in money on him. Like, my dad used to be literally the definition of a fucking pimp. My mom hates his guts to this day, dude. I pray for you, Dad, but
I don't know how the fuck my dad didn't get a DUI, but I did saw my dad getting arrested once. Like,
really?
3 years ago. Check this out, bro. When I say I got stories, if I die tomorrow, I have a fucking book that is gonna be hilarious. My mom calls me on WhatsApp. I was like, "What's up?" She's like, "I'm gonna tell you this. Your father is getting arrested in front of me. I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, I was gonna get some acai here at the fucking acai place that I always go, and I see this cop pulling this guy over. So I look to the side. I'm like, oh, that guy got fucked up. When I look again, it's your father getting off the car. Motherfucker didn't got a DUI because Puerto Rican fucking government and judge system is dog shit, to be honest. But it was just fucking hilarious because my mom changed the camera and like my dad, like my mom is here. My dad is like maybe behind my door right there.
Oh
Just getting
wow.
fucking
Oh
arrested.
my. Just getting his
And
shit
like,
ran through, dude.
even though my dad was like a shit show, my mom never hated my dad. Like my
Yeah.
mom, she got pissed off about shit he's done, but my mom was always like trying to help him and like even when child support and shit,
Hmm.
when he owed a lot of money, my mom was like never like, oh fucking go
Like
to jail.
like trying to come
Yeah.
after him for it.
Never, like my dad never sit in jail, even when he was owing me like thousands of fucking dollars on fucking the fuck of
He's hey, whole mind went blank right there. Yo, what the fuck?
when fucking holy shit. When he owed that money, like they asked him, like I asked my mom, like, what do you want to do? And my mom never sent him to jail, which I told her that was a mistake. I'll fucking send him in. Fuck that shit. But I don't know how that motherfucker doesn't have a DUI. He used to be a truck driver.
Oh.
And he will have beer in the truck all the time.
Yeah.
That's how bad.
Some people are just like, and this is my thing. Like, if you're not looking for trouble actively, or you like constantly are following the rules, I feel like there's a good chance, really good chance, or if you have like a good what is it, control of yourself.
Yeah.
Like, let's not say your dad might have always been drinking, but what did he have in the car? What beer?
Beer.
That's how my grandpa was.
That's
My
his
grandpa,
beer.
my grandpa was a fucking roofer for 40 something years of his life down there in fucking Florida, dude. He was working on full projects by himself, like,
Drinking the whole time.
dude, and he's from Honduras. Like, he's got that Honduran blood in
Yeah.
him. He's like my height, but he's like straight just ripped, dude. Fucking, and then every time I go out to work with him or help him on his projects, just doing little shit like trash or bringing shingles up the ladder for him, dude. Anywhere we'd go, dude got a big, them big tall bottles of fucking Coronas.
Yep. Yep.
Oh my
The chunky
goodness,
ones.
dude, he's just sitting there.
My dad, I remember one time my dad wanted me to go with him to work, do some fucking fences and shit. Cause my dad know how to do what is it
Fencing?
called? Not just fencing, he knows how to do the fucking Oh my god, I fucking blank out the fucking name of that thing.
When you try to think of it,
Soldadura. I know it in Spanish right now, so I'm gonna get it in English in a moment. Let me translate. let me translate in person. I will say like a Puerto Rican soldation. No, soldadura in English. That's why we have Google. People don't get that. You can
Google Translate, guys.
soldadura in English.
Trying to fuck with
Welding. See,
you're
that's
trying
how.
to fuck with somebody in Spanish. You got to pull out that Google Translate just to make sure you're good. And, get that bag. Go get
So
that.
my dad know a little bit of welding, and he wanted me to go and help him. Right.
Mhm.
It was like 6 a.m. My mom dropped me off, and he's hiding a 6 pack of beer behind a stair. My mom drives out. He like almost run to the fucking stairs. We gotta have fun today. Like dude, it's like 6 a.m. Like now, mind you, after that, after I became an adult, I was like, fuck, I can drink at 6 a.m. too. But I never like, oh, I gotta go to work. I'm not drinking now.
Okay, yeah, that's how I've always been
Yeah,
too.
like
Even though
if I'm gonna be here all day, I'm not gonna fucking
be
go
fucked
nowhere.
up
I'm gonna
or
get drinking early.
like, especially like the job I did, like, and then where I was a boss, constantly like having to make sure my paperwork was on point, my certificates for the job were on point.
Yeah.
Or I mean, then we had our inspectors constantly rolling through the jobs, making sure everything's going right. Asking you a little bit, you bullshit with them, like, cause me, I'm really good at bullshitting with people. Or I have that side of me where like I'm out there in the oil field, I'm good with the politics. Like I understand them, and I know how to like talk to the uppers. To try to, I don't need you around me.
Yeah, you can leave me out. You can trust me.
Yeah.
I'm like that. You know what my big problem is with regular jobs, and I know that's what's gonna get me in trouble at one point again. You know me. I'm the most out of pocket person ever, and I always will say.
Well, is it just the things you say?
Yeah, and that's what always gets me in trouble.
I don't think nowadays. I think if you go somewhere where they're not too worried about that shit, I think you'll be fine. But at these lower places, especially depending on who we're working around, I think that could be an issue.
Yeah.
I mean, me and you definitely know once me and you are on a shift together, dude, we're saying the most, dude, we're making the customers feel weird. It's not even our coworkers at this point. The customers will roll through and they'll just hear us talking some mad shit to each other or just talking gay as fuck. And bro, they will literally probably think when they're going home that night with their meal that we're gay. We sleep with each other.
They are.
I mean,
we say the most random shit out
that,
of
or they just think we hate our life, and that's the only thing that we get joy out of. I don't know. Like, we'll be saying some of the wildest shit. That, or we'll be screaming at each other through the fucking headsets, talking shit.
I'm always telling people to shut up and then go and talk to them so that way they talk again and I tell them again to shut up.
I hope someone talk to me on the mic and I'll be like, no, that's not getting done. Like, you can fucking do it yourself. I'm over this job already. You can push me towards the edge right now. You can do it yourself or you can leave.
We always say something. I always, and I know that's what's gonna get me in trouble all the time. That's why I want to try comedy, man. Like I was telling Cassie the other day because I was coming from jokes from left and right, and I was like, just think about this. This is not my first language.
You really could, dude. You really could.
I have a few.
Like just start off small. Do like bar comedy or some shit. Try to like get with like a
There's an open mic here. Thing is my first time,
because that's the only way you're gonna get the experience that you want is if you go towards it. You know what I mean?
My thing is I don't want to go my first time by myself.
Shit, take my stupid ass. I'll go up there on stage.
We have to go one because on Wednesday it's the open mic. We have to fucking go one Wednesday and
just talk some shit.
And I mean, that's the thing. Like I have a lot of stories, and I was talking with Heather the other day. I'm like, sometimes I'll say things to you that you think I'm just giving you bad shit. I just want to see your reaction because I can make a joke out of it.
Yeah.
And that's how my brain works. I want to see the reaction so that way I know if I can make a joke out of that shit and like just pull it out and fucking.
Me and you are the same though with that shit, dude. We be saying some crazy shit. We be having everyone laughing or just looking at us like,
what the fuck?
What the fuck are you on?
One time I was at work and I was like, see, I cannot fucking drink energy drinks. Like I don't even like cocaine. The cocaine is not my drug. I'm way too hyper for that shit.
I think if I ever try cocaine, I get hooked. The way the heart would be my shit. Dude, anytime I drink energy, bro, whenever I'm broke right now, so I can't even afford 3 energy drinks. I got like $3 in my bank account. But we won't talk about that sad instance on my behalf.
But fucking for me, man, energy drink, not energy drinks, cocaine, I tried twice and it's definitely not my drug. I'm way too hype. So I was making this joke.
Do you get like even worse?
Worse. I'm like if I don't shut up sober, imagine when I'm fucking on cocaine and I just
just all over the place, fucking dude.
And I was making this joke to the girls, to the people at work. I was like, you know, I think with my dad and my mom made me. My dad was doing like lines of cocaine out of my mom's ass, and like I just have cocaine running through my fucking blood. That's why I'm like that. I don't need cocaine. I am cocaine in life. Bro, because you send me like 2 hours of sleep and I'm running towards that.
Dude, sometimes I'm like that. Okay, sometimes it's very. Okay, if I have my energy drinks, I can be like that. But unless I'm fucking already having a bad day, and then I'm tired on top of it, and I think I'm working with some motherfuckers that ain't worth the fuck. Those 3 things right there will fucking set me off before I even go in. I'll go in and everyone's like, Lorenzo, are you okay? Are you good?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're fine? I'm like, I just try to rub it up. Yeah, I'm fine.
It's like,
I'm fine. But most of the time, it's completely different in my head. At least, I'll be mad as fuck.
Yeah, I just don't care anymore. I just want the day to go over. I am way too fucking hyped for that shit. So I was saying that joke, and bro, I had everybody fucking laughing. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I swear, I think he was just on that ass. And when my sperm came out, I was there. I took a line on my way, and fucking, I got cocaine.
It's been in there since.
Because when I was drinking in Puerto Rico, my friends will do cocaine, and I will outdrink them, no issues.
Really?
And like, outdrink them like a motherfucker. So I was like, I don't need this shit at all. Fuck that shit.
I've never drinking a hard drink. The hardest drug I used to drink with was weed, and that, bro, those 2 mix for me is like the perfect combination. Because like, At one time I'm mellow, don't want to do shit, play the game, just chill out, maybe watch something funny. But then on the other hand, there's a part of me that's itching to fucking do some stupid shit, say some stupid shit,
Yeah.
dude. But usually, whenever I was doing that, it was back home and fucking, I would just have my pen on me, couple carts, and then I would pick up my tall boys. Two or
Yeah.
three tall boys would be enough for me for a good night's sleep, and then
Yeah.
off the Benjamin too, dude. I go to sleep and I fucking by the time I'm laying down going to sleep, dude, it just feels like I'm doing this,
Yeah,
fucking
every day is
spinning.
spinning. You know what I realized? Because I spent 1 month, exactly 1 month without smoking or drinking or vaping or anything. Every time that I quit, this is the third time in like 5 years that I have quit for at least more than a month or a
Mm-hmm.
month or so. I spent 10 months in 2023, I'm pretty sure it was, or 2020, no, 2023.
Mm-hmm.
I spent 10 months without smoking weed too. Every time I go back, I hate more getting high. And I don't like to say the word hate. I don't put any feelings towards the word hate, but
I've
I
had
just
that.
want to explain like I don't like getting high that much
I've
every
had
time that I
that
come back to
feeling,
smoke.
especially like throughout my past couple years. Like once I got into the oil field, you literally have no chances to smoke.
Yeah.
And then on the long jobs where I was at, I wasn't gonna risk the money I was making to smoke. So usually I was just drinking. I was
Yeah.
still not sober fully, but most of my days were spent pretty much sober until the point where I got home and in that fucking room.
Yeah. I think the only drug that I like the high, but because the main reason is I don't like to be high like that all the time is mushrooms. I
Really,
love mushrooms.
I've
Really?
never tried mushrooms, but I've been wanting to honestly.
It's one of the reasons I'm more like back in the day I was more like I would say aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not aggressive like I was yelling at everybody, but I was like everything will piss me off.
That's how I
And
am.
everything
Just
will fucking
anything, or if like, especially something you don't like or
yeah.
someone, get
Now that I
mad
did
instantly.
after I did shrooms and like I work a little bit on my mental health in that area, like I'm way more peaceful now, and especially with the people that I do like bring around me.
Yeah,
Like I don't like fighting, I don't like arguing.
me neither, dude. That's why I'm trying to get the fuck away from my brother, dude. It feels like if he's not like mad at me or upset with me, he's mad. Him and his girl are constantly fighting.
Well,
And bro, I hate being around motherfuckers that constantly fight. Like they can't figure it out, and then they'll try to blame me, and
I'm the outsider. I'm the third person, bro.
I'm like, what the fuck? I just stay in my room, come out, cook dinner,
And you go
and
out and in. Yeah, it's
and then
I.
I'm gone most of the day. I'm like, what the fuck do I? What pain do I? I don't fill up that trash can. I don't cause the dishes. I eat once every 2 days, and that's if I do decide to eat at the house. Because
Yeah, because there's
here
nothing to eat at
lately,
work.
I'll just bring home something home from work, say fuck it,
Yeah.
and be satisfied with that after I go work out that night.
Yeah.
You know, the fucking all them little carbs and shit, them fries and fucking
That's why I'm
that
trying to get off
burger.
carbs, bro. I wish Burger
The
King had.
best thing you can get off of is bread. Any type of breading, dude.
Yeah,
Stay away
but
from it.
that's what fucked
Like
me up.
that's why I always go for meat. Meat. Even if it's chicken or something fattening like
Yeah,
chicken. Dude, you'll notice the difference.
I've been so whenever I go out with her there and we eat out, I've
Hmm.
been. She loves. We go to Longhorn a lot, and she loves to go to Longhorn.
Like say you go to Longhorn,
But this is the thing: she gets a steak, and my pussy ass gets like a fucking strawberry salad with salmon.
no,
But I love the steak. It
get the
just
steak though
that
still.
salad with salmon is so fucking
Okay,
good.
actually a fish, yeah, that actually sounds more fire than a steak
But
sometimes.
like I've been thinking, like I just wanna, cause I am in between 195 and 205. That's like, cause
That's good.
I
That's
haven't
good.
lost too much weight.
Like
The
you
last
just been kind of
2
like
months.
fluctuating
Yeah,
between there.
but like I lost a lot of weight way too fast, and when you
Okay.
lose a lot of weight way too fast, you gonna gain that shit fast. So now
Yeah.
I'm balancing a little bit. I'm like, okay, I want to be here, and then the next month or so, I will know I'm gonna go down 5 more,
Yeah.
3 more.
I know. I get where you're coming
But bro,
from.
I went from 232 to fucking 200 in less than 3 months, like this.
Hey, that's how it was for me.
But that's so fast that it's not healthy at one
It's
point.
it's not, but I feel like if you're eating the right things, then
Yeah,
your body can like your body in the long term will be fine. Because once you drop down to that weight you want to be at,
bro.
even though if you are dropping slow or
I
fast,
I wish you met me when I was like when I started working at Burger King. I was 240, exactly 240. I
dude, that's
remember
what I was.
June last year.
You seen my big ass whenever I first showed up.
Bro, I look like I'm fucking pregnant. Like if my belly was
I got
like
these little
fucking.
titties that sit high, guys. I mean, I've been working on them the past like 2 months, but man, these motherfuckers are stubborn. They were bigger too. They were like fucking
Mine
full
too.
hand grabs.
My belly, like I do a lot of sit ups and push-ups. That's the most shit I do because I know I want to go back to the gym. To just
Man, the gym at my place, I can get you into it.
yeah, you got that one. I'm probably gonna tell you every now and then that when we close, I'm probably gonna go out down there with you and do fucking at least some
Cause
leg or something.
I got that cardio, the dumbbell machine, and then we have like a full body, like one of the special ones that
Yeah.
has like all these attachments for all types of different
Oh, I like to
workouts.
do this shit. I
Like
like
you
this
got
shit.
you got the
Yeah.
long bar that you can attach to it. You got the pulling ropes that you can attach to
Yeah.
it for different body
But I
parts.
was going to the gym next to where we work, the family wellness,
Uh huh.
and like after I went to that gym, I don't want to go nowhere else. I want to go back to
You
that
just want
gym
to go to that one gym.
because okay, I'll go to your house. It's free, fine, but like paying for a gym, I don't want to pay $20-$30 for a
See,
week ass gym when that motherfucker has a track on top, has two double basketball courts.
uh huh.
You have all the equipment that you can think of.
Yep.
It has sauna and steam room.
Oh, see, I've been wanting to get my ass up into
Bro,
a sauna room for
we
a
used to
minute,
go. We
dude.
my brother and I used to go to the gym all the time last year, and we do saunas all the fucking time.
Dude,
I
those feel
love that shit.
amazing,
Oh
dude.
my god, so
Just feel like it's purifying your soul, dude. Anytime
yeah.
you sit in a hot room like that and you just fucking sweat.
I wish if we ever move from here and we get like a first floor apartment or some shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
and we have space, I'm gonna get an outside top for like, but the small one for
Oh yeah.
the ice getting
Yeah. Oh, so you want to start doing the cold plunges?
cold plunge. Yeah, so
Sometimes?
because I wanna buy the small carpet that is a small sauna that you just have to put the chair and you put the
Uh-huh.
whole thing around you, and it's a
Oh, and
sauna
it's
from
just a
your neck
sauna
down.
from your neck down.
Yeah, and then I want to go do that,
Mhm.
rest, and then go into the cold
Go
plunge.
into
I'll do
the
the
cold.
cold plunge,
Yeah.
rest, and then get into the sauna. Because I have heard a lot of good things about that shit.
Dude, cold. We used to do whenever I was still in football and wrestling, like after every game or before like big games that would come up, dude. That's what me and like some of the I'd say better players because most of the normal players like they weren't too focused on doing shit like that.
Yeah,
But man, the difference it makes on your
I have
body,
heard.
dude. And not only that, your mind. Like
Yep.
it gets you mentally prepared. Like you could be mentally prepared for anything. I guess that's why it takes everything so good, is because like all my work background history with like
Yeah.
sports and then like
You know
all
how
the
to
work.
you have already humbled yourself
Yeah,
with all that shit.
and it doesn't like a cold plunge, dude. It could be sometimes the worst fucking thing that you can think of.
But
Like
then if you go to that shit, let's say at 6 a.m., you go to a cold. Let's say you wake up at 4 a.m. You
yeah,
do a 2 hour routine, and fucking at 6:30, 7 a.m. you go into that cold plunge. Like that's probably the thing that's gonna suck the most out of your day.
well,
So
yeah.
everything else is like I don't care.
Everything. Well, no. At that point, it's like nothing else can compare to that. So like
Mhm.
you're already set for your day. You got the worst thing possible out of the way. You got your cardio, whatever, your weightlifting, whatever you're focusing on for that morning wake up that to
Yeah,
get you started for your day. See, and my shit's been fucking flip flopped. It's been fucking right before I go to bed.
yeah,
I fucking dread thinking about it the whole day. Then I have to go home, change out, drive to the little, that little building that was behind us.
yeah. That's the one that has
Yeah,
the.
that's the gym. It has like a yoga part where it's like cycling and yoga, and then
Oh, nice.
next to it, it's the workout part where we have like the two treadmills. We got like a pulley system that you can get on and pull, and then we
Nice.
have two cycles in there with the dumbbells, and then that fucking full body workout machine.
Wow, definitely
And
got
then
that.
it has like a whole game room that I haven't even been in yet. It's got pool, everything.
Oh,
Like
then we have to go there. I love playing
it
pool.
has like the golf simulator.
Simulator. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, a lot of the people love using it.
Hopefully, when the fucking weather gets better, and I was gonna tell you to go, we're gonna go out to fucking Switch Shots. Switch Shots is on 30 second. It's like Top Golf. Like
Oh
a
yeah,
Top Golf.
yeah. I've never been.
Bro, that shit's
I
fun as
see, and
hell.
I've been. That's been my issue down here. Like ever since I came down here, I didn't know nobody, but now that I work with a bunch of different people,
Yeah.
I've been trying to like get into it with other people. Me and you clicked off the bat. Obviously,
Yeah.
we're just dumb like that, but like everyone else, well, it sucks too because we have like a lot of females we work around.
And mostly like they're either older or like
Or
younger.
too young.
Yeah,
Like
not
and
mine
well,
is
they're
like
not too young, but they're like I don't want to fucking invite a freshly 18-year-old girl out. You know.
Yeah, like not even to like hang out on top.
Because even though I'm 21, like I'd rather go for someone that's see at least 19 or almost 20,
Yeah,
and or someone that has their own shit. Because like a lot of our coworkers,
they're younger people, like people that are
That or they're not like
young,
mentally on our level yet. You know what I mean?
or
Like they're
fucking
still
nuts.
babies. Like her fucking first job.
Yeah, fucking, it's insane.
Oh,
But
really?
fucking
It really is when you think about
in
it.
here, like Fargo doesn't have a lot of shit, but it's getting better. And in the
Man, I feel
summertime,
like I got a good amount of shit compared to the
yeah.
places I've been to.
Well, yeah, but it's like I said, it's a big city. It's a small city with a big city
Like,
flair.
and then I want to get back into fishing and shit.
That's
I'm a
not something
big fisher, bro.
I never. I'm from a fucking island.
I could
I
get
have
you into it. Like
barely
once I'm
fished.
able to drink again, dude. No, for real. Like grab a couple of beers, dude.
I just fucking.
Have a couple lines that we go out and buy.
I want to
Dude,
do it. In
it's
here, it's not
amazing.
expensive.
Blast some music while we're there. Just bullshit while we're
Yeah,
waiting for the fish to hook up on the line.
I'll do that shit in here.
That or just go exploring, dude.
I want to do that shit, and I want to find because there's some trails around like an hour or 2 hours from here that I like to do that shit.
Because in New Mexico, that's what I was doing.
just
Fucking
fishing.
going up to the mountain, the bat caves out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
dude, it's just fun. I mean, shit like that to me is fun.
How long were you in New Mexico?
9 months.
So New Mexico is the state that nobody talks about, but
It's a
from the-
really fun state.
from the last 3 years on that I've been like searching like things to do in different states. New Mexico has a lot of
Dude,
shit to
and then
do.
the people out there are wild.
I bet.
The people, I mean, the like you've seen the car I have. People, bro, I'll be at a red light, and there would be another motherfucker by me with like a nicer vehicle than mine.
Yeah.
Bro, he'll be trying to fucking have me race and shit. Fucking, come on, let's hear what that motherfucker sounds like, and I'll fucking stomp on it, fucking get him here. Yeah, man. I'm like, oh my god, these motherfuckers out here are crazy, dude.
It's I think most of the towns that are south, it's just mostly fucking crazy shit. I think the only place that went crazy, but it's kind of stupid, is California. It's the only state I
No, I would never want to go there, dude.
fuck that.
I think the only reason I had ever wanted to go to California was just because pot was legalized down there.
Oh yeah, when it
And I
was
think
illegal
that
down
was
there.
like the only reason I could find. I know their fucking rent down there is outrageous. Their fucking prices for everything out there is
The
outrageous.
taxes are fucking insane.
Fucking, there's people that live down there that even talk shit about it, and they've been down there their whole life. I'm like, what's the point of going to a state like that?
So it's
Like,
like for me is states that I will never move is Florida, New York,
Florida, yeah.
California, and even though I love going to Chicago, I will never live in Chicago unless
No,
I'm a
those
fucking.
big city states, dude, they're not worth living in.
The only way I'll live in Chicago, and that's not like a full time living, or like if I have a lot of money and I can get like a nice house,
Maybe
nice
like a
apartment.
nice apartment, like a
Yeah.
sky view apartment,
Yeah,
or
and like go there every now and then. Like if I'm, let's say I'm a millionaire,
could it
maybe
be
go
good
there.
for like what you could use that for like content or like just to, like,
networking, content,
networking,
and,
like just to meet new
Yeah.
people and shit. But like staying in places like that, dude, it's
my
never
brother
worth
used to live
it.
in Chicago, and he's like, I'm never.
It's
going back down there.
dangerous down there. There's constantly bad people down there. You got
Yeah.
like
That's why, like, I stay here, and I want to move out of Fargo at one point. But it's like I want to. If I move out of here and I move to Texas, it's because of comedy. I go down there and like do just Austin, just to do comedy. And if I don't move to Texas, I'll move to like some Montana, Idaho, Iowa.
dude, I want to
some
move
state
back to
like that.
I know like after once I get my shit figured out down here to where I'm permanently down here. I know I'll probably end up moving back to Oklahoma.
You like
It's
Oklahoma?
it's really cheap. It's beautiful down there. Even though everything's spaced apart, like
Yeah.
like where I want to live is like pretty much where my family is right now, like an hour away from the city. So you got
Okay.
the city right there in case you want to go to anything major, have any type of fun.
Yeah.
Hour drive, that's easy. And I mean, once you live there a little while, you get used to it. When I first moved there, was fucking something to adjust to.
Yeah, but an hour drive is like in the states. An hour drive is not bad.
But I mean, like the scenery on the way is beautiful. Like you're
Yeah.
passing through a couple small towns. You can bullshit with some, you know. But then, like also like one of my big things, I like to adventure. I'm big on like being outside.
Yeah,
I'm big on like being able to fish or like if you want to get your hunter's license,
I would love to hunt at one
dude,
point.
hunt, bro. I've got to shoot 12 gauges out there, fucking rifles. Like I've had some fun with my boys some nights out there, and then like the party life down there. If you're into like getting in the mix, it's really not bad.
Not bad.
But
Especially on the city.
I'm not a big partier. So.
I went to the bar the other day because Heather wanted to go, and like I had the chance to get off work early, so I was like, I'm gonna go. I barely.
It looks like y'all had fun though.
Yeah, but I had like 3 shots and 1 drink because I'm not drinking that much anymore.
Yeah,
anyway.
you try to
Yeah.
mitigating it.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, but it was fun. This is what I was telling Heather. It's just the bars in here. I know they're fun. We can have fun, but I come from Puerto Rico. Our
Way
fun is a
different.
whole different
Yeah.
level. Like the bars in here will never be
Come
the same.
be able to.
So when I go, like if I go with my friends, my Hispanic friends, it's like we're gonna have fun, but it's not gonna be as fun now with Heather and like her friends. Like
Yeah.
they're more into the music in here, shit like that. So it was more fun to be there.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. I wouldn't know what to think. I think I've only been to a. Well, no, I don't think I've actually ever been to a bar.
Not in
I
here.
think no, I won at all. I've never been the type of person that want to go to a bar and pay for
Or
overpriced
price drink. That's another thing. Like in
drinks,
Puerto
dude.
Rico, bro, with $20, I don't know
Like
now.
one nice drink down here is probably like six,
Seven
seven
bucks.
bucks,
Yeah.
dude. Fuck
You
that.
pay
When you
like
can
20
buy a whole bottle and a shake mixer and the shit yourself and fucking become a fucking
in here.
bartender.
In Puerto Rico, I was like, if I'm gonna drink, I don't want to drink at my house. In here, it's like if I'm gonna drink, I want to drink at my house.
Yeah,
Like I'm
dude.
in here, I'm a house drinker. In Puerto Rico, I'm like, I want it to be outside.
See, that's what I started off where. I don't know where I messed up. Where I was just strictly a in the house drinker, and then I fucking got into drinking and driving. I don't know if it. I know it started in New Mexico, but I don't know what led me to it. I don't know if it was wanting to be drunk all the time, having that issue, or
Yeah,
just
it's mostly like you want to just drink, and then you're like, oh shit, I need to
I
go
need to
here.
go here
I
and
forgot
then
to buy cigarettes, or I forgot to buy a
yeah.
vape.
Well, that's how it started. I remember because like at first, if I was drunk, literally would not do it at all to save anybody's life. Fuck you. I'm drunk. I'm not risking it.
Yeah,
But then like I got so comfortable down there. Okay, we can go to the drive-through. I've only had like 10 shots. I can still drive the car, and I got so used to it to where it just became a fucking a shitty habit. That's like a worse habit to have.
yeah. When you're
Is like
comfortable, that like when you get comfortable with alcohol or with any
like
fucking
I'd
drug,
say
same thing.
with weed, it's not that bad.
Weed,
Weed, or if you're used to weed and you can control yourself to a decent level, you're not gonna be nowhere near dumb as you are drinking.
yep.
Because when you're drunk, dude,
I think
your ego starts eating at you, dude.
that's
You're
why
like,
that's
oh, I could
why
do this.
I stop.
Oh,
I like to stop everything. And like I think that's why I don't like to get high, and I don't even like to get drunk anymore. My issue is it takes a long time to
a
get me
minute.
drunk.
Yeah.
If I ate and if I'm
Oh, see,
rested,
that's what happens to me. Is like I'll sit there drinking, but then I won't be thinking about the alcohol. I'll just be drinking.
yep.
And then by the time it catches up to me, dude, I get so fucked up.
Like what the fuck just happened? It happens to me.
Like
I
between
used
like
to
an
sit.
hour span,
I used to
dude.
sit down and just play Fortnite with my friends and just fucking pour whiskey
Yeah,
like
see,
a
that's what I
motherfucker.
used to do. Some fucking subtle
Oh,
shit like that. Have a bottle right next to you, pouring up a glass,
yep.
just sipping on it while you're fucking playing the game or
And you're not
whatever.
realizing like sometimes when I look at the bottle, I'm like halfway through the bottle. And I have friends and Steven said it, Juma said it, that they're like, bro, I seen you, like I know you've been drinking, I know you've been smoking for hours. You're acting like nothing is happening, and that's true. That's how I fucking work. How I
Yeah.
don't I mean I used to be drinking, I've been drinking since like 14, 15 years old, but it just it's insane. By the way, I feel like we're watching. Like I said, what was it? We're watching Solo Leveling. I feel like that guy dying so fast. Like they could
Yeah,
be
they
way
could
more
have
that could
did
bring
it.
about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
Mm,
fight was insane though.
the fight was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie.
You need to play the game though. The
Oh, I
Solo
know
Leveling
you.
game.
I keep hearing you talk about it for like the past couple weeks to me, and it hasn't been registering. But I know I do need to get into it
It's honestly it's
because
like
if you've
decent
been
game
into it like you have, I know I'll get into it as
because it's
well.
just the whole story,
Uh
and
huh.
then you can do like extra missions while you're going through the story and shit like that, and
Hmm.
then you can do dungeons by itself.
Oh shit.
And like at the beginning, I was grinding it. Now I'm grinding it, but I let the machine play. So like if I had it here, I will fucking had it play by
Hmm.
itself and do the dungeon. We will be talking, and I'll go back and just hit the next dungeon
It's
and
a
hit
next,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
which is fun too because I'm just leveling up. I'm just excited to finish it, so I need to go to like level 80 so I can finish and fight the fucking end at the end. And then I'm just gonna relax, level up, max level to whatever it's
And
105
then
right
wait
now.
for the new updates
Yeah,
and
because
shit to
I
come
know
out.
when the
Cause
new
it,
anime drops, it's gonna be a big update, and I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna play the story, like I'm because this is what I was doing. I was playing the story as far as I was going in the show.
Oh, that makes sense. So you weren't like
Yeah,
spoiling
spoiling
anything
myself.
for yourself.
But
Yeah.
then now that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait like 5 episodes of the next season, and then I'm gonna start playing a
I'm
little bit.
hoping once this season ends that they're gonna come out with another movie. Because
I
if they do, I already know it's gonna be the next at least 2 episodes and maybe a filler episode if this
yeah.
season ends the way they want it to. And I already know, like, whenever I went to that movie, I was thinking barely anyone was gonna show up to that movie, dude. That fucking theater room was
Was bad.
packed.
I watched the last movie. I think it was the last movie I went to the movie theater to watch was the Demon Slayer movie,
Uh huh.
and we didn't even watch it right away as it came out. And the movie theater had a few people on it. People. That's what I was gonna go earlier when I brought up wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
It's like nowadays it's fun to like wrestling. Like it's not fun. It's like you're cool if you like wrestling. You're cool if you like anime. Like that was the kind of shit that when we were younger. It's like, oh, you like wrestling.
Oh fuck!
You like
Whenever
anime, ew.
I used to get stigmatized all the time back growing up. People thought I was like part emo because apparently that was only something
Emo people, yep.
emo people watch was anime. And I was like, dude, it's basically like better than adult cartoons. I'm like, dude, there's fighting in it. It's more detailed. Like it looks better. Like there's actually a fucking storyline and a
Yeah,
reason.
and like if you like Naruto, bro, like Naruto is such a great anime. And I
Or
grew,
even Dragon Ball, dude. You were talking about Dragon Ball earlier, dude. I grew up watching Dragon Ball.
yeah,
I grew up every Thursday a new episode of Dragon Ball would come out on fucking what TV provider was
I
it?
think it was Fox Kids
It was either that or
or Cartoon Network, one of the two. Dragon Ball wasn't one of those two.
yeah.
I didn't have cable. We
And
had
then I know Saturdays and Friday nights at 11 o'clock, Toonami would come on for the adult
oh yeah,
cartoons. Dude, and that was all anime, like Cowboy Bebop, fucking
yeah, all the old anime there.
I can't even
Juju
remember.
something or Jojo something is another anime that I remember they used to.
JoJo or some shit like that. I forget the name of that
I always forget the
anime.
fucking names. I'm awful with
But dude, that was like
names.
around all the time when I started noticing that they were showing anime, and I would stay up. I would actually back in Florida every one of those nights. I'd fucking go get me a big old Polar Pop, fucking a thing of boiled peanuts, the Cajun ones from the store, with a bag of hot Cheetos,
Yeah,
and that's what I would spend every 11 o'clock those 2 days, dude. I'd have that with me, fucking eating boiled peanuts, watching my show, dude, or I'd be
my
waiting for the
shit.
new episode to
I
come out.
remember. Have you watched Digimon?
Demon.
Digimon. It's a whole
Mm.
different. It's kind of like the same Pokemon style kind of game, but the monsters talk, and the characters get digitalized into the computer,
Mm-hmm.
and the monsters are part of the computer, and like the bad guys are like viruses and shit.
Yeah, I've
But
never seen that.
it's fun,
That sounds interesting.
bro. I remember watching the movie because they dropped a movie at one point, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I watched it at a friend house. I was like maybe 9 years old, and then my mom got me another movie that it was like 3 episodes of the show, and I was like addicted to it. I was like, "This is so fucking good." Then when I was like 20, I was able to download it and watch it completely.
Yeah.
And I cried like a fucking baby at the end of the first season because the only thing I didn't like about Digimon is like every season they fully revamp the characters.
Oh, okay. So they
So
fully change everything,
yeah,
you
so
know.
I mean the first two or three were nice. I know the movie goes with the characters of the season one and then the characters of season two. The first couple seasons were nice. After that, I just stopped watching because I just lost the love of it. But if I ever go back, I'll watch those first three
Yeah.
seasons. And just so much. That was so much fun. But like back in the day, I didn't realize that was anime. For me, that was cartoons. I'm watching
Yeah,
like
see, that's how I used to think about it too. Is I thought all of it was like I even thought Dragon Ball for the longest was just a really good cartoon
yeah,
until I started diving. I didn't start diving deeper into anime until I was like what 14, 13. And by that time, my sister, she had already shown me shit like Death Note,
yeah.
Inuyasha, fucking a bunch of off the wall ones that I've never even seen or heard of. So I had already been into it, but then when I went into it myself, dude, there's so many titles out there,
I go to
and
Crunchyroll and I just keep looking for something that looks fun.
there's one
Search it.
called Death Parade, and it's I haven't really ever heard anyone talk about it, but it's like one where it's only got one season, and it's about basically when people die, you're sent to like this judgment place, and this judgment place it always starts off with like them meeting the bartender, and the bartender's the one who like plays his judgment on them based on
Okay.
the
what they did in
decisions
life.
they make through like a basically like a mini game.
Death Parade. I'll have to check it out.
It's really good, and it'll like kind of pull at your heartstrings because they come there with no memories of how they died, how they got there, like or anything. But as they're playing the game and they're making the decisions on whether they want to win or lose, that's when their memories start flooding back to them.
Yeah.
And then it just gets deeper in because like they start remembering shit. They remember the way they die, why they're there,
Oh.
like the type of person they were. And obviously they don't know what they're fighting for, but there's like it goes in deeper with the game because like sometimes the game will be connected to their own life.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I remember like I watched that one like maybe 7 or 8 times.
I think the one that I watched the most is definitely Dragon Ball Z. I have watched Dragon Ball Z about like 4 times.
Bro,
five times.
you got Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z.
You know what's stupid? I
Fucking-
never have watched Dragon Ball. I know everything that happens in
Really?
Dragon Ball,
Okay,
but I never sat down and
Like
watched it.
yeah, basically it's just him growing up and like
Yeah.
his story growing up, but it's not really important like all the but like I don't know, like I've seen literally every single like you got Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, then you got Dragon Ball GT, Dragon
Yep.
Ball Super,
And now the Daima one.
and then
I watched
Have you watched it?
I watched a few episodes. and
Okay, so the first few episodes suck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that out right now. The first few episodes
It's
of that
slow.
new Dragon Ball series suck, slow. Hey, afterwards gets
Yes,
way
it
better.
gets way better.
Gets way.
I'm just because I'm watching Attack on Titans that I haven't watched that one. I'm on season 2 right now, and I like Attack on Titans, but I haven't fell in love with it. But I know
Okay,
it's
that's
about
hard.
it's about to get better, so I'm
Well,
gonna fall
it
in
could
love
get
with
better and worse for you. Because if you didn't love like the first season, then it's gonna really be hard to say that you're gonna like the third or fourth. Or
I-
like
I
if-
just it's pissed me off because it's like I cannot fall in love with none of the characters because Attack on Titan should be called the plot twist of an anime because there's so many plot twists and everybody fucking dies.
Well, I mean, once you get past the part, I'd say once you get past season 2, if you haven't fell in love with it, then you're not gonna like season because that's all that anime is gonna
Yeah.
be with season 3 and season 4.
But I'm gonna fully watch it. It's a
It's
good
no,
anime.
no, it's a really good anime. What made me fall in love with it was the style of it. Like these giants have taken over the world, and you gotta kill them this certain way. We've developed
Yep.
skills for fighting them. And you got badass Levi, dude.
Levi is
Motherfucker,
insane.
just
It's so when I was watching and like towards the end of season 1, like in episode 20 or something,
mhm.
Levi shows up and fucking does a fucking wah, 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 and fucking kills a fucking giant, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I'm more into it. And then I'm like on 29 episode
Yeah.
30 or something like that. So I'm getting more.
I'd say it gets
into
way
loving it.
better.
Yeah.
You gotta be expecting there's gonna be still even more plot twists. Because
Yeah.
that's all that anime has been really good about is like, nigga, you thought this was happening? Nah, nigga, we're about to switch it up completely. This
Yep.
this is her cousin, you know, like
Yeah.
or like I
There's a
don't
lot
know.
of shit that's gonna
I
happen.
don't want to spoil anything, so that's why I'm not saying anything
No,
too
I
much
know, I
about
know.
it. But
Hmm.
I've seen it. I'm not personally favored by with season 3 or season 4 myself, just because I feel like they could have spun it off in a different direction.
Okay.
But
I'm
I still
gonna
think for
finish
some
it.
people it's still really good.
It's like One Piece. I like One Piece. The only thing I don't like about One Piece is so
How long the
many
storyline
fucking
is. See, but I
fillers.
think that's what makes One Piece unique in its own sense because it
Yeah.
reminds me of an anime like kind of like Bleach. How long Bleach is?
Oh yeah, I heard Bleach. My brother, you watch Bleach not even a few years ago. He finished Bleach and he loved that. He's
Bleach
like,
is it's really amazing.
like I want to watch like Full Metal
Full Metal
Alchemist.
Alchemist.
Yeah, I want to watch that one.
Yeah, that one's a really good one. That the beginning of it's really sad.
I have just read about ReZero. That is a new anime that just came
Re-
out and it's like on season 3 or something.
Oh, dude, if you haven't seen that, fucking watch it.
I
Hey,
want to watch it.
That anime in like the last 2 years has been the only anime to make me almost fucking bawl my eyes out completely.
I
It's
heard
a
it's fucking
really
insane anime.
It's I'd say it's like so think about it like this. I won't talk too much about it, but think about anytime you die you restart.
Yeah, fuck that.
Because he gets basically summoned so basically he's summoned to this new world and He's trying to figure out how the new world works. He's trying to make the right decisions now that he's in a new world.
Yeah.
But he figures out after his first, not even his first half day there, that if he dies, he restarts
From scratch.
from scratch, like completely.
But with the memories of what he's done.
Of what he's done.
So he's able. Don't say nothing.
Yeah,
it's
I was really crazy.
And
And there's like only certain times where he can like he'll start spawning at that spawn point basically in the video game. But dude, heart wrenching.
And an old anime that I want to watch, it's Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell. I think I've heard of that one, but I've never seen it.
I've seen the movie that they made, like the live action movie, and the movie is really decent.
It's not bad.
Yeah. And I've seen like clips of the anime, and it looks.
See, a lot of people don't like when they bring live action movies from animes. I noticed that.
I think the worst movie that they ever made was Dragon Ball Evolution.
Dude, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
But you see that movie, at least I mean I haven't.
Okay, so I didn't think it was terrible,
but it wasn't good.
But it was by no chance good. I felt like they could have did way better.
But the TV show apparently was awesome, though.
Dude.
Apparently, I don't know.
Oh my god, the cartoon version, fucking amazing, dude. It was. I sat there growing up. That was like one of the shows to watch.
What about the live TV show?
The live TV, I've never watched a live TV show.
They just did it on Netflix, and apparently it's
not bad.
It's not bad. It's same with the One Piece one.
See, I need it. The One Piece live action, bro. Fucking fire, dude.
That was like I haven't finished it. I watched like a couple episodes, but that was like okay. I see where they're going.
I was still drinking while. Okay, so obviously they skip a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
but
it's not gonna have filler. It's probably just gonna be main story.
Dude, it's amazing.
It is.
I mean, and if you're not like haven't finished it out, dude, it's so good. Because I was sitting there. That was still while I was drinking. I was watching it.
And you'll sit down and just drink.
I would drink and get drunk watching that shit and be like, oh my god.
But I told my brother this makes sense that they do these live shows because it's bringing new people,
new audience
that don't even care about anime to watch it,
like
it, and be like, okay, maybe we'll like to watch the anime, you know, and go back into the anime and watch it.
Because I think they did well some parts, like representing what happens in the animes. I think they did really well. Like,
so I do want to see. I just can't see shows.
Imagine that live action dude getting imagine the main character Luffy in that live action getting his fucking getting like Gear 2 or Gear 3 or
I want to see Zoro. I want to see what they do with Zoro.
I think his actor's doing really well.
But like when they bring him on like more into fighting on the like latest fights that he has in the anime, I feel like it's gonna be insane. And nowadays you can work all that out, and what that's gonna help is bring people that don't care about anime into anime.
Oh yeah, it brings them more of a viewership, more of an audience.
We were talking about each other, like people that read manga, and then people that watch movies, and people that read comic books and watch anime and watch cartoons. Don't fucking try to the same thing that you watch in the cartoons. You're not gonna watch it in the movie. The same thing that you read in the manga or the comic book. You're not gonna watch it in the show or the movie.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't work.
I read the Infinity, I think it's Infinity Saga or something like that. The comic book about the Thanos fight. Bro, that book is way better than the movies. But the movies are good.
But the movies... it's hard for the people who, like I said earlier, it's going to be really hard for them to do it exactly. Like, the movie's going to be way longer. They're going to have to spend way more on production to get everything to top tier, like literally the way you want it from the book or from wherever you're coming from.
And people don't get that Marvel, it's Disney. Disney's not going to give you a story of a bad guy falling in love with dead. Yeah, he just wants to kill people because they want to show off to that.
Because you gotta think Disney still has to keep some of their viewers too, like the goody old, like everything.
Disney's going a little bit outside their ways right now with Deadpool, and like they're opening themselves to more art.
Dude, I love Deadpool, dude.
Yeah, bro. I remember. Do you ever saw the first trailer for Deadpool?
No.
I gotta watch. I gotta find that.
Is it good?
It's the reason the movie was made, and it's Ryan Reynolds doing it. It's like a homemade, bro. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, I've always loved the Deadpool's movies.
If you haven't seen this, search on Google, Deadpool. Let me see. It's not auditions. Deadpool first shot, maybe. Is this opening? Is the like that part? But it's like lower quality.
Lower quality.
Let's see how the fuck I can write this up. Oh my god, how the fuck do they call that shit?
What?
Um, it's not pre-production, maybe preview. No, it's not that
Could
fuck.
do
Oh, that's Deadpool movie official test photo.
okay, no, I've seen this.
That it was like low quality as hell and all
Yeah,
that shit.
dude. Oh my
I remember
goodness.
watching that. I was like, I'm so excited for a Deadpool movie, man. And it took years for that
Dude,
shit
and then
to.
once Deadpool came out, dude, oh my god, it was fucking one of the most badass movies you could watch because not only was he a funny ass character,
Yeah.
he was also like really down to shit. Like this, if this dude said he's gonna fuck you up, he's gonna make sure he fucks you up.
I love that. I read a few of his comics, and when I watched the movie, I was like, yeah, this is the same shit. I think I watched the movie first, and then I went into his comics. I remember I was like, okay, they did a good job because they did the whole breaking character. He knows he's in a movie. He's making fun of everything and everybody through all the
Oh
movies. He makes
yeah,
fun of Disney, of Fox, of X Men,
dude, he makes fun of
of
it.
the
There's
Avengers,
nobody that's safe around him.
and I love that they're open themselves to do that because if they made it like all PG and like kid shit, it
It
would be
wouldn't have.
so lame.
It wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't be what it is now.
And like
That's for damn sure.
this last movie, like all the movies are one behind the other good. And people that watched the second one and didn't understand the Cable character, there's a comic book of Deadpool and Cable. There's a few of them. I
Uh-huh.
read one of them. I read like fucking huge book, and it's like the middle of the story, so I didn't get to read the whole fucking story.
Yeah.
And it was so good.
Was it?
Same with the Logan movie, the old that from the
Oh,
when
from Wolverine.
yes, that movie is good. But if you read Old Man Logan,
It's not as good as that.
no.
I
The
bet,
Old
man.
Man Logan is so the story is that the Hulks are the bad guys, and like Hulk mutated, and like a lot of human beings became Hulks,
Uh huh.
but they're the bad guys, and the world is like all fucked up because war and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
And like Hawkeye is blind, and
Oh
Wolverine is
wow.
like old and dying, and he has to fight all these fucking Hulks that are fucking retarded, bro. It's I haven't finished it. I have like on comic book five.
See,
I have
that's
it down
actually
there.
one thing I want to get back into is like getting back into manga or comics. I used to be into them back when I was younger, before I was able to get my hand on like actual animes.
Yeah.
That was like my go-to. Like especially with my sister around. My sister was like a fucking anime freak, just like how you described your brother.
Yeah.
Dude, my sister, dude, she was really a really talented individual like growing up because like not she was good at she excelled in school. Like she graduated school by the time she was like 15 and a half from
Damn.
one of the top rated electronic schools in Florida. Then she went to like one of the first rated fucking STEM, they call it STEM Academy, a robotics school there for college, and went to like robotics tournaments and shit. Now she's in the fucking Navy. Just
Damn.
be she's a fucking sonar tech out there. Like now she's fixing to go to I think it was Rome or Italy, one of the two, to get stationed with her husband.
Okay.
But fucking growing up, dude, like that's all she was like a little emo freak, dude. Fucking anime, fucking drawing anime, and
That's cool
fucking like monsters and fucking chips. That's
though.
what she lived off. I swear to God, dude, I shit you not. I'd walk in her room, she'd fucking have a blanket covered up with her little computer, fucking bag of like original Lay's or some barbecue Lay's, and then a fucking monster right there. I'm like, I'm in a delinquent's room right now. And I was like a normal boy, you know. I was like fucking only thing I was worried about was video games and fucking going outside and playing with my
Yeah.
friends, hitting the streets. Fucking and here she is, fucking dead of night, dude. Fucking you wanna watch some anime with me? I'm like, this fucking weird. It all made sense, you know, the older I
The
got,
older
but
you get, it all makes sense.
she was fucking far above me and
How old is she?
right now she's only what, 22?
Oh, just 1 year older than you?
23, yeah.
How
She's
old
the
is your
oldest sister, and then I'm the oldest son.
and your brother is younger than you?
Yeah, my
Oh,
twin.
okay.
Yeah, he's like 5 years mentally behind me right now. That stupid motherfucker. Well, it's because I've like in life it just seems like I've always had the harder routes than him,
Yeah.
and then like here recently, all the growing up I've had to do, and as fast as I've been doing it, you know, he's always fine with being comfortable and having other people take care of his shit or not being he's not having to worry as much as me.
Yeah.
Like I got a kid, I got fucking all these life ambitions and goals and dreams I want to be able to do
Yeah.
and shit I want to take care of. And then you got him, all he's worried about is fucking the game and fucking having enough money to just stay comfortable.
Yeah. It's like people don't get this, that nothing grows in the comfort zone.
Oh, that's what I've told him. I'm like,
When you sit there, you just
well, and then I saw him
fucking
giving up on his body, dude. Like, he's always been, like, really fucking strong, dude. Really buff. Great determination and work ethic in that fucking weight room whenever we were in football. Like,
yeah,
he could have really became something if he was with the right football program. Like,
yeah.
he was that good at football. And then, I mean, same with me for basketball and wrestling. I had always just been a natural athlete for those, but what always held me back was just my mindset at the time. Didn't give
Yeah.
a fuck about nothing. Was
No,
wanting to
you
do.
had the skills, but not the discipline.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's
that's
what always hurt me.
I've been telling that. I said that a lot in the podcast. It's like life is not motivation. Life is discipline. Like if we want to get shit done, it's discipline. Because motivation
And
comes and goes.
consistency. Like, if
And
you can't hold yourself accountable to, like, wake up and actually, like, go work out, go run,
yeah,
go or watch what you eat.
it,
You know.
at least walk. Like at least take
Oh
a fucking
yeah, I
walk.
don't care, bro. If you're spacing it out through the day,
Yeah.
as long as you're at the end of the day before you go to bed at night, being able to say, "Yo, I did like almost 200 push-ups. I did however many squats I was able to do. I went on, even if you don't run, go on a jog or walk.
Yeah, we'll start walking and then run a little bit and walk for
Cause
more
bro,
time.
out there on those days out when I was still working down here, bro, I was pushing my crew 4 miles every day, throwing nothing but wooden boards,
And
and I'd hop on the back of that truck too to throw.
hey,
We'd have 6 pallets of nothing, but I'd say each pallet held like 250 skids. We call them skids. If you look up skids on Google, dude, they're like these big ass 2x4s that are fucking covered in mud.
Oh,
Fucking like you gotta pull them out of the ground. Like we were throwing 4 to 5 trucks a day, so about 1,400 to 1,700 feet a day.
damn.
And then, like, after it all ended, dude, we had to go back and pick up that much too. On that 66 miles, dude, I'd say we threw fucking a low estimate 20,000 skids
Overall,
for all that pipe to lay on,
that's
and then we
insane.
had to go back
And pick
and
up the
pick
other
up
shit.
every, and it's worse picking it up in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because, dude, whenever it got shitty down here, that rain hit and then the snow and shit. Can't imagine being out there, fucking, dude, frozen to
Growling
the
shit.
fucking ground, dude. You're
No,
pissed off.
You're the fucking.
My crew would
conversation
be
about
pissed off at me. I'm fucking, and I had like 3, 4 Mexicans that only spoke Spanish on my crew.
Oh,
So they're older guys, they see a young guy bossing them around, they get
yeah. No,
pissed off.
fuck this guy.
I'm like, dude, y'all been out here 10 plus years, y'all should be running shit.
Not me.
I
Yeah.
was like, not me,
It's-
but they're
you know,
comfortable. You know what I
it's
mean?
that comfort zone. That's
That,
why.
dude,
That's what made it.
and that's my brother's fucking problem. He don't want to be a boss.
I
Like
can.
my goal before I hit 30 or 35, I want to be able to go out there and be a project manager. I
Yeah,
want to be one
you
of
want
the
to run
big.
shit.
I want to run shit because I understand the process. I understand
Yeah.
how it needs to get done. I might need more experience in like specific areas that
Yeah.
run it. But dude, I've done coding, I've done sandblasting, I've done fab work, I've done compressor station
You
work.
got
I have the
different
wide
routes.
variety.
Yeah.
I can fucking string skids. I can throw them.
That's my thing with like every place that I work, I always try to excel. Doesn't matter
Or
what I
know,
do.
or at least know how to do
Yeah,
everything to an
and
extent.
that's what happened because I was working at the post office before I came back,
Uh huh.
and the main reason I quit the post office, it was good money, and I know that was a
Oh yeah, we
mistake from
talked
me.
about this actually. Now
But yeah,
you bring it up.
it's
Yeah.
just that I knew I was not gonna grow in my position. I was gonna stay as just a lame ass employee for 10 years or some
Years
shit
to
like
come
that. And
until
then maybe one day I was gonna go the next level, maybe. And I was like, nah, I'd rather go someplace that I can grow with my skills. Like
yeah,
I'm a
that or
fucking
learn new skill sets.
I'm a fucking crazy ass Puerto Rican that knows both languages that fucking do whatever he can to fucking survive in here. Fuck this shit. I just hate that people. I cannot be with people that
Want to stay the same
just don't do anything.
or don't do? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
it's
shit
like
that gets me, bro.
I'm
When
like,
I'm around people that don't have like no drive for anything.
and you ask them like, you want what do you want to do in life? Oh, I don't something. No, nothing.
I just wanna do this and a little bit of that. Like fuck that, dude. I wanna have a fucking empire to myself one day.
Fuck yeah. But let's fucking. We've been here for almost 2 fucking hours. It's fucking been
It
fun,
hasn't
bro.
even felt like it, dude.
Bro, do you know that's the thing everybody says, especially people that are like new into podcasts, never been on a podcast.
Really?
We sit there and talk, and I do it a lot online on Discord.
Hmm.
That's where I do most of my podcast.
Oh, okay.
So I bring people that never been behind a fucking camera, and we're on a conversation.
I
on,
thought I would
like,
have been more nervous, but
nah,
honestly, it
it,
wasn't shit.
this is all a conversation. Like I don't like to do interviews. Even like when I brought that wrestler into my
Okay.
podcast, I didn't
Yeah.
did an interview. We just talked a
Yeah.
lot of the
Yeah.
times, and questions will come up, but it's questions that will bring like a story or like a long ass conversation about it.
Yeah.
So I hate interviews. I sit there sometimes. I hear some podcasts and they're just asking dumb questions. It's like that's not what I want to listen. Like I love when Trump went to Theo Von and did the podcast with Theo
Uh
Von.
huh.
That shit was
Dude,
fucking
I've seen him do.
hilarious.
I've seen some of his interviews, and I love his interviews because, like I said before, like at first I hated the guy, but dude, then somewhere down the line, I don't know if it was like the decisions he was making in office or some of the bills he was passing
Yeah.
or the things he was imposing for our country. I started loving him, and then I just seen how badass he was like online.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen some of his fucking his ex posts, dude? Fucking this dude, we're talking about the president. And this motherfucker's over here posting the stupidest shit ever.
I'm trolling. I love when he was trolling
Or
Canada.
trolling people.
Trolling Canada. He was like,
Oh.
Canada is the 51st state, the governor of Canada. I'm like, bro.
Dude, I'm like, this.
This is the thing. Like, that's who you want as a president.
Dude,
Somebody
yeah.
that's gonna be.
Most definitely.
Most people hate it, and it's like, bro, like this is why I shit on Puerto Ricans, because Puerto Ricans want to change on the government, but then they see
when
this
it
guy
comes
as a
to change,
president
when it comes to
that
change,
tells you
yeah.
this is what I'm gonna do, and goes ahead and do it, and then you're shitting on him, but then your fucking governor said she was gonna do all these, and she hasn't done anything of
single
those
thing.
shit, and she's not gonna do anything,
No, not unless they hold him to that standard.
and it's not gonna happen. Puerto Ricans, I love my people, but I hate you guys too. You're fucking dumb, all of you. Fucking retarded. Most of you are fucking retarded. But let's end this shit, man. Thank you. We have fun. We're gonna do this shit again. It's fucking
No,
fun
for
as hell.
sure, bro. There's gonna be more episodes of my dumbass up in this bitch. For sure.
We're gonna fucking have a blast here. I'm gonna have more English episodes. It's gonna be talk. If it's gonna be called "What If We Talk," I'm gonna have a full podcast by itself, just in English, with all the episodes that I have done and more episodes to come. Because I know I have a lot of English speakers that want to hear the shit that I talk on the podcast. Because they hear me talking out there and like they said, "This motherfucker, you're fun. I want to hear you in the podcast," but I do not understand English, so I want to do this shit for you guys. Um, this is ¿Qué tal si hablamos? We sat here with Lorenzo, had some fucking fun. And I hope you guys learn from the mistakes. And like
Yeah.
I always tell you guys, hate is the biggest feeling. And it's when you make the worst mistakes, when you hate something or when you hate somebody.
Yep.
Stop the hate. You can dislike something, that's fine. Stop putting so much weight on the word hate. The same that I tell you guys all the time. Words has no fucking weight. You put the weight on the words that have been told to you. Same with other people, put weight on the words that you tell them.
Mhm.
So let's start thinking that way a little bit. Let's open our mind to have people criticize us or talk shit about us. It's fine. If you don't like the way I am, fine. And if they don't like the way you are, fine. Fuck it. Just keep walking, keep doing. Make sure that you're doing good for yourself and for the people around you that you really care about it. Because sometimes you're doing good, but some people think you're doing bad for them.
Yep.
Excuse me. I have a question.
Yeah.
It's how I close the podcast.
Okay.
And it's a deep question. And I know you're young. You're what, 21, right?
Yeah.
Deep fucking question.
Okay.
If tomorrow was your last day, you die tomorrow,
Okay.
and you're gonna read a book about your life, that's what you're gonna do after you pass away.
Yeah.
How satisfied are you with that? With reading
Dude,
that book?
fuck. That book would be a sorry excuse. I'm just gonna be honest, like, cause I feel like up till now I've had so many past regrets about things I could have done or things I could have done differently or just mainly those two. Like I wish if I could honestly go back and change some of the decisions I made or think more about life in general,
Yep.
I don't think I'd be here. right now.
on the situation that you're
Yeah,
in.
under
Yeah.
the situation I am.
That's I like to ask that question because like when it's older people, like me, I'm 32. I'm about to be 33 in less than 2 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied because I've done almost all the shit that I wanted to
That
do.
you've wanted to do,
But
yeah.
do I have things that I would love to be different? Yeah. Or like, is there a lot
Yeah.
of things that I want to do? Yeah. But that question, I feel like it makes you think like, wait, so if I'm not satisfied right now with that book, that
Hmm.
means I need to do more things
Do
to
more,
fill
yeah,
that
to
book
fill
up.
that book.
That's why I
Yeah,
like to ask
cause
that question.
like I'm like, and we can get a little into it. I don't want to drag it on too long, but like I don't know. Just mainly, I always played it like mainly comfortable. Mainly, you know what
Yep.
I mean? And then only recently have I started trying to branch out myself and started trying to do things myself
Yep.
with my own life instead of letting other people dictate where I lead my life to. Because I mean, they're not my like. Why would I ask somebody else where they think I should be if I want to be in a certain area and they're
Yep.
gonna lead me away from it? You know what I mean?
And now like we work together. I feel like I know you a little bit decent from a few months that we work together.
Yeah.
And for your age, you're one of those young kids. And I'll call you young because I'm like 11 years older
Yeah,
than you.
you know you're older than me.
But you're one of those young kids that likes what he does, even though it's not where he wants to be. He still shows up, does the thing, learns and grow every fucking day.
Well, the way I view it too is like I don't view it as a negative thing because I feel like the what I've learned from just being working where we work is giving me more opportunity. Like if I ever need to pick up or do something like that later in life,
Yeah.
I have that skill already acquired and I have that knowledge
Hmm.
on hand. I'll always be able to say I know how to run a cash register, take orders,
Deal with
deal with
customers, whole
customers.
situation. Because a lot of people don't see it. A lot of people just see us as flipping burger people, but there's a lot that
You
goes
know,
into it,
there's a lot
and
like
it goes with every
man.
job. If you're picking up trash, you're gonna learn from it. If you're fucking cleaning sidewalks, you're gonna learn from it. If
Anything,
you
bro.
want to learn,
Yeah.
it's I feel like
And you can make businesses out of anywhere you work. Like,
yep.
say you're a burger flipper, bro. You can start your own little burger shop at the house, and that shit could be way better than a fucking fast food, and people would
Yep.
love to come. You know,
It's about you have the mindset of like I feel like a lot of young people don't have nowadays is like I'm gonna use every situation in my life, your DUIs, your past with your family members, your brother, whatever,
yeah,
and it's not a problem, it's a situation, and I'm gonna learn from it. Even if I learn something bad, I learn something from it.
yep.
If I learn something good, better. But we learn more from bad situation than
Then
from being
good from
comfortable in good
yeah. No,
situation.
that is most definitely true.
So you're doing good. And for being a 21-year-old, bro, a lot of people should like learn from you that we make mistakes, but we have to be accountable for it
Oh yeah.
and grow from it and just be fucking
That's
better.
the one thing that I don't see enough nowadays is accountability
That's
with people.
that's
A
barely any.
lot of people like to throw their shit on other people, and it's like, what do you gain from doing that? I mean, if you can sit there and like really think about the choices that you made that day, how satisfied are you to be going to sleep that night? You know what I mean?
It's it gets to a point that
Because I feel like a lot of people in my position right now, they just make excuses. They wouldn't want to do shit. They wouldn't want to be
yep.
about shit. They'd probably be smoking, drinking still, getting into the same trouble that I was just in recently, rather than trying to change their life.
And then let's say you have a younger brother that it's going in that same path that you were going.
Oh,
Both of
you're
them
speaking straight facts. I actually do.
but then they don't learn because they think they know everything. I feel like society nowadays, these kids are growing up thinking they are perfect.
They're just hardwired to do that, man, because no one gets on their ass.
But well, hopefully everything changes. I give this society as we know it 20 more years if it keeps going this way. Hopefully
Oh,
it
fuck.
changes. That's why I always say that
We've
shit.
had some positive changes with Trump in office, but we still got a long way to go before everything's fucking.
The changes of the thing is, it's the same thing that say about Puerto Rico. The changes have to come from the people, not the government.
Yeah, the
The
government
government
can't force a change on the
the
people.
government can make better decisions overall in different points,
Yeah,
but it comes from the people. Like wake up, trying to be the better person.
yeah.
It's not bad to be the better person.
Right now, I feel like everyone's just trying to beat everybody,
Yep.
and
And
that's a bad mindset to have.
this is the thing that people don't get is like I have a competition with you, and we work like I want to be better than you.
Oh
But
yeah,
then-
yeah. But that's a
then-
good type of
yeah,
competition
but I want
too.
you to be better than me too. Because
Yeah.
if you excel, like if you go to this level
Mhm.
and you're above me, and I'm like, oh damn, this motherfucker made it in this amount of time. He's doing all this shit. Okay, I can make it too. So it's kind of a friendly competition. Nowadays, it's like, oh, if you made it that, I'm gonna fucking take you down. And then
Yeah,
I'm gonna sit in your position. And
yeah,
that
and not
doesn't
do
roll.
anything about it. Yeah.
You're not getting anything good out of it.
Mm-mm.
Friendly competition is always good. People need to go back to have
Yeah,
that
because
friendly
all sharp
competition.
iron sharpens iron at the
Yeah.
end of the day.
But well, fuckers, this was a fucking good episode. I'm gonna end it in 9 fucking 7 seconds. It's gonna be exactly 2 fucking hours. I'm gonna clip this shit. We're gonna throw it on all TikTok, all social media. I'm gonna be making all the social medias for What If We Talk. If not, search Que Tal Si Hablamos and fucking we're gonna be out there.
Yeah, y'all get at my boy. We got more interesting shit to come.
It's gonna be a lot of shit coming up. See you fuckers.